Hello. What's up? What's up? And what's up? Oh, there's so much to get to today. Breaking news. Meghan Markle is talking about going back to the UK. Can you believe it? Shock-a-doo. Shock-a-doo, shock-a-doo. Let's play my intro real quick. But before we get there, I need to share my screen. You called it control. Okay. What's up, Lady T's in the house? What's up, Lady T? All right. Yes. Breaking, freaking the do. Newsy doozies. Meghan is going back to the UK. Control, you know, I said it for the longest time. She would never, ever go back to the UK. So this is shocking to me. I am in shock mode. I'm oily. What's up, Lisa? What's up, Grandma Fluffy? Control called it. Breaking news, Lisa. Meghan and Harry are going back to the freaking United Kingdom. That is, I never thought I would see the day that Meghan would move back to the UK, the racist country. Oh my God. Is she not scared that they're going to mistreat her when she gets there? You know, is she not worried? And a lot of people are not happy. I don't know what to say. I'm in total shock. Wild, Lady T. They've been in the United States for 5 to 6 years or 7 years or whatever the case may be. But she's had failure after failure after failure. But never thought I would see her go back to the United Kingdom. Demon Dictator called it. It's everywhere. You can't put on the news, punch in Harry and Meghan on YouTube, and it's going to be a flood. When I say a flood, I mean a flood of breaking news that these two are going back to the United Kingdom. I am shocked. Why? They're going back at the end of this month. They're going to keep their Montecito home. We're going to get into it. But before we do, there's this man outside running in the heat. He better get himself up in that house. Hold on, Lady Letitia, let's go. I'm hyped today.
Yeah. Subscribe to it.
Dude.
Come on, yeah. Come join Lady Letitia, the fan of do. Hold on at our channel, got the royalty news. She flashing, never nasty as she keeps it refined. Covering the tea and the royalty combined. She'll listen to the story, every side, every view. No jumping to conclusions, that's what Lady do. Not a fan of Meghan Markle, that's the royal decree. Come on and react and subscribe and do. Yeah. Lady Letitia step into the room. Crown on her head and the tea goes boom. Got a kettle on, I got the receipts on deck. Fan of dudes in the chat like what happened next. She don't need drama, she don't need a fight. She'll hear both sides and get the story right. Classy in the daytime, classy at night. Even when the comment section started looking like a fight. She should roll it all and let's hear them all. Before somebody's reputation takes over. Royalty served with a biscuit or two. Lady Letitia got no back, no do. Come on, Lady Lassie, y'all no fan of doo-doo. All of that channel got the royalty news. She classy, never nasty, yeah, she keep it refined. Covering the tea and the royalty combined. She listen to the story every side, every view. No jumping to conclusions, that's what lady do. Not a fan of Meghan Markle, that's the royal decree. God's every king, now subscribe to me. Tea all over the screen. Lady got opinions, but she keeps them pristine. Somebody said, lady, you gotta pick a side. She said, darling, I'm listening, let's take that ride. One side said this, other side said that. Hey, lady takes notes while she adjusts her hand. All fan of dude laughing, girl, you better go. She says, I get the facts before I steal the show. Yeah, royal family drama, yeah, bring it on through. But don't spill the tea on the royal shoe. She'll cover the palace, the crown, and the crown's tea. And probably explain it while sipping green. Come join the tea, that she shut up and don't lose. Got a royalty news. She classy, nasty, how she keeps it real fine. Covering the tea and the royalty combined. She listen to the story, every side, every view. No jumping to conclusions, that's what lady do. Not a fan of Meghan Markle, that's a royal decree. God's every king, now subscribe or do to me. Fan of dudes assemble, everybody get ready. Lady Loud teaches commentary steady. She got the tea kettle doing overtime. Somebody pass the biscuits, it's commentary time. No need for a sword, no need for a crown. She'll politely turn the royal gossip upside down. If the palace gets messy, she'll be right on the case. With a cup in her hand and a smile on her face. She says, darling, let's not get carried away. We'll hear everybody before we call it a day. Classy, never nasty, that's the model she knew. Lady Letitia and a fan of Duke crew. Come on, Lady Lassie, and a fan of Duke. Pull out that channel, got a royalty news. Classy, never nasty, yeah, she keeps it refined. Covering the tea and the royalty combined. She'll listen to the story, every side, every view. No jumping to conclusion, that's a royal lady do. Not a fan of Meghan Markle, that's a royal decree. God say the king, now subscribe or do to me. Subscribe or do. Don't be shy, step through. Finna do squad, what it do, what it do. Grab your little teacup, put your pinky up. Our royalty so high, it's about to touch the sky. Lady says, be classy, everybody says too. Somebody spill the tea, somebody blame the crew. Kettle started rattling, the biscuits flew. And Lady lied, she said I didn't do it, didn't do it. Come join Lady Letitia, no fan of Duzu. All of that channel got the royalty news. She classy, never nasty, yeah, she keep it real fine. Covering the tea and the royalty combined. She'll listen to the story, every side, every view. No jumping to conclusions, that's what lady you. Not a fan of Meghan Markle, that's a royal decree. God save the king, now subscribe or do the mid. Subscribe to do. Lady Letitia. I'm the fan of Duke crew.
All right.
Wow, you guys, I'm very shocked.
Whoa.
Stephen A. Smith got a little bit of goddamn sense.
We're not talking about you today. And I did see AT2 on Maggot's channel yesterday. I didn't stay. I was bored. So I left. She brought up my name again because she doesn't like when I call her an it. If the shoe fits, put it on and let it marinate. Debbie, only private family members allegedly for now. What do you mean, Debbie? The family is fin to go back to the UK. Can you guys believe this? This is, you know what? I was going to pop on yesterday, but I went over there to Royal Daily Tea and basically read the article, breaking news exclusive, that these two weirder dudes. What's up, Ziggy Lee Chick with a Crown? I want to know you guys' thoughts on Meghan and Harry going back to the UK. I want to know why they're going back to the UK. Is it money? Because it's definitely not to have some type of family reunion. And is it because they're broke? Is it because Hollywood has spit them out? Is it because there's nothing left here? What excuse is they going to come up with as to why they're going back to the UK? What's up, Plotter? They ain't coming here, says Blotter. You did. I was like, what? What? My husband is even tripping, and he doesn't watch. Well, he does watch. He has watch. Money motives. Are we broke a dude? Is the pipes in the house too much? Hello, Aries, Aquarius, all the above. Money. Lack of building a brand. Maybe Harry made a deal with Meghan and said, listen, we'll come here, we'll try it. If it doesn't work, we're going back. I cannot believe she is going back to the UK. And I'm like some of you, I'll believe it when I see it. You know what I think is going to happen? Harry is going to go back to the UK and Meghan's going to stay in the house here. They are separating. I don't believe that this relationship is going to withstand the test of time. They will, and I'm not hoping that they get a divorce. I'm not wishing, and I'm not doing any of that. It's just inevitable. Right. They will not be working royals. They will be regular, the regular to-dos. But, oh my God, let's pull up some articles here because I am just tripping. My husband sent me an article yesterday. And let me let Cece know I'm live, just for her FYI. Here we go. Royal family reacts to Meghan Markle and Prince Harry decision to move back to the UK with the kids. Well, of course. What they gonna do? Leave the kids behind? Me and Harry coming and we're gonna leave the kids. Sometimes these news people are Looney Tune. What's up, Jaguar Wrong? Oh, that's so sweet. You're a big fan of Lady T. Jaguar Wrong. Political, according to TRG. Political. Interesting. This is the talk of the day. You know, even Maggot might even talk about Meghan going back to the UK. I never thought that they would be going back. I swore up and down they were never going back. I said, that ain't happening. Meghan would never, ever go back to the UK. I swore I would have put money on it. So this is quite shocking to me, quite, I also want to talk about, and we've been talking about this at the end of the live, I want to talk about Krishan and Krishan, Blueface, and Nevaeh. Okay, just so you know, Nevaeh did have the baby. And she showed up the baby by accident. Beautiful little boy. And I want to catch you guys up because she had a baby shower. We went to that, but I forgot to show you guys there was an incident after the baby shower. Blueface is a thug to me. He tries, I don't know. I got a lot of thoughts about Blueface, but we'll get to that. But what we're going to talk about today is the Meghan Markle girl is going back to the United Kingdom. Can you believe it? I'm going to drop the link. Anybody want to come up and sound off on these two? Give me your thoughts on these two. Do you honestly think the baby is adorable? He is so adorable. I was like, I want to hold him. Oh, okay. Said they want to give kids British education and be closer to his family. That's a bunch of, I know that's right, Lady T. That's a bunch of BS. You're going to patrol the border? They coming, blotter. Look, the gruesome twosome is coming back to town. What are they going to do when they get there? You know what? This is what's going to happen if she does go back and return back to the UK. It's going to be boring. Not that she's in the UK and the UK is boring. What the hell is she going to do in the UK? She's not a working royal anymore. It's almost like they're being exiled. Totally exiled. What's up? Your camera's on, baby girl.
Hello. Oh. Cough, cough, cough. Hello.
Oh, so what do you think about the newsy doozies?
Oh, I feel sick.
They're coming. They're coming.
Oh, that evil Tran is coming to England again. Ooh. How long before she tries to attack Charlotte?
Oh, I got to echo. Maybe she'll join the Real Housewives of London. Girl, and how are they going to make money? What are they going to do financially? Because they're not,
they don't have to worry about money. Charles is richer than Elon Musk, so they've got more money than God. They'll never have to worry about money, which is why she's going back. They offered her $200 million to stay home, and she said, no, I want to go too. Oh, God.
Okay. So, do you think she's going to come back to the UK, or do you think she's going to stay in Montecito? And if she does stay in Montecito, first, so much. Because I heard as the whole family was going, they're going to get him in school and everything.
Yeah, well, they've got to put the invisible kids in the invisible boarding school, and that will get rid of them, so they won't have to ever see them or talk about them or show them, and they'll just say, oh, they're in school and they're doing really well. So we'll never see the kids. No one will see the kids. I don't believe anyway. I'm so sick of her. She's such a disgusting piece of work. I don't know what's going on. Now, you know, the thing is, none of us know what is really going on and what the real truth is. There's something disgusting going on below the surface.
There's something going on, ain't it? It's something happened with that visit when they went and took the kids to see Paw. And
yeah,
something happened with that visit. I don't know if they're broke and they need to be around daddy to help them financially. I don't know what it is. It's weird to me. They don't say why. Let me read.
Well, when you look at their lives, they've got nothing. Her show's a failure. Everything she does is a failure. She can't act. People don't like her. No one came to her birthday party. Not a single soul. No one even wished her a happy birthday. None of the biggies. And Harry doesn't do anything except wander around, look, and wearing shorts, doing nothing.
Right.
Except he's got 47 different, charities offline, overseas, all hidden, making millions for him. Oh, the whole thing's a scam. I'm sick to death of them, and I'm really bored.
Okay, listen. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, not Sussex, are reportedly planning to move back to the UK with the children, Prince Archie and Princess Elizabeth, sometime in August. That's like in a minute.
Yeah,
was made aware of the couple's plans on the 16th, a couple of days ago. Harry and Meghan's decision comes shortly after their family visit to the UK. We get it. The royal family is reacting after people reported the Prince and Meghan are planning to move back to the UK sometime this month. A major about face after leaving their lives as senior working royals for a new start in Montecito, California. According to an exclusive report from the publication released on August 19th, King Charles, who recently reunited with Duke of Sussex, as well as their children, Meghan too, on July, was made aware of the couple's plans on August 16th. It appears that Charles and Harry are ready to put their years-long rift behind them following their private meeting with the Sussex family at Highgrove. I don't believe all that. The monarchy welcomes the opportunity to see more of the Sussex family in a private and personal capacity, suggesting that Charles will be spending time with his youngest son and his family away from the public eye. According to the publication, Charles has been clear that Harry and with love Meghan will not be stepping back into their formal public-facing roles as working roles in keeping with the wishes they expressed and the agreement reached when they stepped back from royal duties. They will not be doing any royal duties. People reported that Meghan and Harry will be keeping their home in Montecito, as well as their Portugal vacation property, but will be relocating with their children for an extended period beginning this month. According to the publication, Archie and Lilibet will begin school in the UK. Ooh, that's going to be a big adjustment for those kids. You think?
Absolutely, if they are real kids. I don't know, is it?
That's going to be a big adjustment for those kids, isn't it? They don't know anything about England and they're little. That's going to be a shockadoo to their
shockadoo. Hey, I see Dima's in the chat. Tell her to come up.
She's driving. She's on her way home.
She can't tell us what she thinks. I'd love to hear what she thinks.
I hope she comes up when she gets home.
Yeah. What do you think? You think it's true?
Let me see. It's everywhere. When I tell you it's everywhere, you can't. When you type in Harry and Meghan on YouTube, this is all they're talking about.
So, but why? Why? What has he got to offer? What has she got to offer?
According to the publication, Archie and Lilibet will begin school in the UK in September, honey.
Oh, who cares?
Establish a private non-royal base in Britain. So they won't be on the royal campuses.
No.
Where Meghan and Harry will be moving in the UK, but they're previously relinquished their lease on their former royal residence, Frogmore Cottage, that no longer belongs to them. Harry's memoir, Spare, they report, didn't reveal whether the Sussex will have access to taxpayer funding security now that they have a more permanent presence in the United Kingdom. it appears that the ever founder and Harry have already figured out where Archie and Lilibet will go to school, as the publication noted that the Educational Institute, as well as the location of the Sussex family new home, is being closely guarded. Whoa,
Yeah, well,
Snapper Doolittle.
this has all been worked out a long time ago. Things like this don't happen overnight. So that school,
they've already got
property,
their house.
security, all worked out months ago.
It is.
And then suddenly, hello, we're going home now.
Yeah, you guys are going to see the royal kids at the royal events and stuff. We'll see Lilibet and Archie.
I don't think so. They'll be in school. They can't come out of school. It's a boarding school. They can't come out just for, royal activities. No. Of course not. She'll be too busy trying to pinch Charlotte and pull Charlotte's hair and pretend she didn't do anything. She's an evil witch. And she'll just be trying to do anything she can to upset Catherine.
Okay.
I don't trust her. I think she's seriously dangerous. She's mentally ill, so that mentally ill people are dangerous.
Wow.
Just because she can swan around with 47 veneers smiling doesn't mean she's a normal person. Nothing normal about that freak. She's a tran and she came from Cuba. And I don't care what anybody says because I know that's true. Yeah, Meghan. She's not a female. God. She's got gigantic hands, gigantic feet.
Everywhere. Like, this is breaking news.
Why does she pee standing up?
I want to know everybody's thoughts, especially the UK family.
Let's hear everyone's thoughts.
Someone says she's going to be moving to Cotswold.
Yeah, the Cotswolds. Yeah. Okay. That's outside of London.
Oh.
It's quite a way.
What is the people in the United Kingdom going to say? Like, you guys don't like her. What's going to happen?
Well, the old baby boomers, the really old people, they like her. And they like Harry because they loved Diana, and so she's got a fair amount of popularity. But young people are just indifferent to her. They think she's nuts and a fruitcake. So she can swan around smiling and looking stupid. And all the old people will say, "Oh, Harry, your wife, the Duchess is so beautiful," and the tabloids are the ones that are going to make a fortune because that's where the real money is. They'll have 1,000 photographs.
I never thought in a million years that Meghan would go back to the UK. I was doubted. I said never. So for this to be coming out is shocked my system because
I never doubted it for a minute. She stood on that. Nah, she doesn't even care when people boo her. She just stands there and smiles. She loves it. It's attention, negative attention or positive attention. It's just attention. So she'll stand up there smiling while they boo the hell out of her. She won't care. Harry might care, but not much because he's too stupid to even know what's going on half the time.
Who? Harry.
Yeah, Harry. Hasn't got two neurons to rub together. Although I don't know. Sometimes he's doing some quite underhand work for the royal family. I think this whole thing was a job for the royal family to get Trump out of office, and escalate racism and all that rubbish. So
Michelle, not everything, but this is.
Yeah.
Connects all the dots. A perfect storm is coming down on them. And they have no choice but to run. Do you guys think it's because I heard something about his visa papers? I heard something about the court case, like $60 million he's going to have to owe. What are they running from? And then Dr. Sophie is suing Harry. They got a lot of problems.
I don't think they'll cause any trouble. $60 million to the royal family is nothing. You've got no idea the wealth of the
So
royal
maybe that's
family.
what Harry is trying to do. He's trying to go home to ask Daddy to pay for that bill.
Yeah. The irony is that we'll never ever know. We'll never know about the invisible kids. We'll never know the fake births, the fake pregnancies. I mean, the royal family were all in on it. Everyone knew. They all knew. The whole thing's been a disgusting scam.
Oh, that is disgusting. If they knew,
Everybody knew. You don't walk around with fake babies at 2 feet away from you. The Queen knew. The Queen knew she was a narcissist. The Queen said she was a narcissist. The Queen said right from the very first time she met her, she said, well, she has narcissistic tendencies. Now, what the hell does that mean? And everybody's been calling her a narcissist ever since. Only she's a malignant narcissist. But the Queen said she had narcissistic tendencies. Now, what does that mean? What is a narcissist? When she's just sitting there pretending to be, in that very first performance where she had all her hair falling out, all her extensions were all falling out of her head, and she was drunk, and she had red nail polish on, black nail polish on, I think, and no stockings. Everything you're told not to do when you're around the Queen, and that was early days. She's been shitting on the royal family from day one.
yeah, but
It's all just, we talk about it like it's real and they're real people and they do nice things and they're like us and they have children and it's all crap. None of it's true.
You think she's gonna start trouble when she goes back?
Yes.
Oh, geez.
First chance she gets.
Wow.
Oh, she'll turn up and her underwear will fall off. And
Troublemaker is coming back to town. That is some serious
oh,
stuff.
she'll probably have blood running down her leg and say, oh, I'm a female. I've got my period. Yeah, sure. Right. You're a tran. Artificial.
Yeah.
Why do you pee standing up in Australia?
Let's see what this is saying.
Are heading back across the pond over 6 years after the couple renounced their royal responsibilities and moved to the U.S. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex are temporarily relocating to the UK and enrolling their children, 7-year-old Prince Archie and 5-year-old Princess Lilibet, in school there starting in September. According to People, Meghan and Harry will keep their Montecito home and a vacation home in Portugal in addition to their new home in Britain, which the family will move into this month. Multiple outlets report that King Charles III learned of Harry and Meghan's upcoming return on August 16th, and that he is apparently welcoming the opportunity to spend more time with the Sussexes. As of now, there are no current plans for Harry and Meghan to resume their royal duties. Prince Harry will work more closely with his UK-based charities, while Meghan will continue to lead her lifestyle brand as ever. E! News has reached out to Harry and Meghan's reps for comment, but has not heard back. The move comes after a July 10th reunion between Harry and Meghan's children and their grandfather, King Charles, with Buckingham Palace confirming that King Charles and Queen Camilla hosted the family at their residence in Gloucestershire, the first time that the king had seen the young prince and princess in over 4 years. Prince Harry has previously expressed doubt that he and his family would ever move back to the UK, especially after a court ruling upheld a decision to remove his security detail. The Spare author telling the BBC in May of 2025, I can't see a world where I would be bringing my wife and kids back to the UK at this point, and the things they're going to miss is, well, everything. I love my country. I always have, despite what some people in that country have done. I miss the UK. I miss parts of the UK, of course. And I think that it's quite sad that I won't be able to show my children my homeland. Harry and Meghan have previously opened up about how intense scrutiny from British tabloids and a perceived lack of support from the royal family led to the couple's decision to leave the UK, with Meghan even alleging.
That's that BS E! News. They took care of Meghan. What do you mean lack of support? All they did was support her. Stop it. Stop it. It's upsetting to hear them say stupid stuff like, oh, Meghan was mistreated by the royal family. Then if she was that mistreated and they all bad, then why the hell is she going back to the UK?
Exactly.
So make that make sense. They treated her with respect and dignity, gave her money, gave her everything she needed to survive. Now she's trying to run back in there so she can get back in so they can start taking care of her again. It's too late. You got to get a job at the boutique.
No, she'll just wander around going to fashion shows and looking good and putting on wonderful clothes and wasting money. She won't do anything. She's too dumb to do anything. What has she ever done?
Put a 1 in the chat if you always knew that Harry and Meghan was going to go back to the UK. Put a 2 in the chat if you're just as shocked as I am.
I'm not shocked.
You're not shocked, Dale?
Nah, she's been going to go back forever. Once everything failed and, she was made look stupid, Martha Stewart made I think the Martha Stewart thing was a great thing. That was the icing on the cake, You're dumb and stupid. What are you trying to do? Cook cakes and be a princess? Or do you want to do something else? If you go back and look at
Australia, so
go back and Google Matt Lauer when she was on the Today Show and she was cooking. Yeah. Of course, she had carpet burns on her knees, but we won't talk about that. To get the gig, she was quite good cooking. She was cooking and.
Okay, so Plotter said he's not bothered by these two coming back to the UK, and he lives there. And you're in Australia, Dale.
Yeah. Everybody in Australia hates her because she'd made such a horrible fool of herself on the cooking show, because Poe is quite famous and she's really lovely and she's really well loved. And she was abusive to Poe. She just treated her like dirt, and everybody saw it. So nobody's got much time for Meghan in Australia.
Debbie said...
Not anybody that watches television anyway, but then who watches TV these days?
Yeah, Debbie says she disagrees that the older population likes Meghan. I think it's the younger generation.
I don't know. I think the older generation likes her because they're stupid and dumb and think that she's Harry's wife and all that. It's all real and there's real kids. But the younger generation think the whole thing's a la 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 farcical.
People
and they've got their own things to get on with. They don't care.
What are they upset about Meghan and Harry coming back? That's Harry's hometown. He can go back there anytime he gets ready to, but people are upset, highly upset, Dale, in the UK that she's coming back.
I think they would be. I think the majority of people would be upset because they know she's going to be all over the tabloids. She's going to be swanning around at royal dues, making Caroline, pissed off. And Caroline's been, she's not the strongest person at the moment. She's got to protect her children. She's got a huge responsibility. And this thing, this piece of garbage is going to be swanning around in $1 million outfits, going, look at me, look at me.
Store with $100,000 jewelry and stuff. Control says there will be a rehabilitating.
Yeah. I think the worst moment is going to be if Catherine and her are close together and Catherine has to do the right thing and be civil and smile at her.
What do you think that dynamic is going to be like besides her smiling and stuff? What do you think about the fact that she wants more than just being in a corner or just having a little place outside of London and just living a quiet life?
Oh, I don't believe any of that. I think that she wants a palace, or to live in the main palace.
That's what I'm saying. Is she gonna go over there trying to control things and
Yep.
trying to get a William
Oh,
is not gonna let her.
she'll try to maneuver and manipulate and try to get herself in there, but I don't think she realizes the strength of the royal rota and the royal men in grey suits, because they run the show, and they know who she is and what she is, but they know she's necessary for the royal family's farcical garbage that they present to the people for the magazines and the tabloids, and that's what it's all about. It's just a front. None of it's real. The thing is, none of it's real. You can't believe anything they say or do, or the press. It's all controlled.
Yeah.
You've got no idea how much. I mean, Sonia Poulton's a journalist, and she's been a journalist, and she worked for Diddy, and she worked for some of the main, rock people for decades, and she gave it all up, and she does a blog now. She has her own show, and she went on another show. I can't think of his name now, but she said that she told the truth about Catherine, and it was all taken out. It was all deleted, and that show was incredibly powerful. So that just shows how much power the royal family has got to present a fake story to us. They can say anything they like, and we have to believe it, because their power is enormous. You think Elon Musk's got power? Well, he hasn't anymore, but he had a bit. You think Trump's got any power? Trump's got nothing. The only one that's running the show there is Bibi, and he's just about to die. So don't believe anything about it. When you see it, just go, "Ah, yeah, la 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 la. Isn't a pretty dress that she's got on? It must have cost $100,000. What about when she went to the Middle East in that dress that cost $100,000, and there was great big bumps all over it?
That's why she got to go
We
back.
forget all that.
That's why she's got to go back to the UK, because she's spending all this money on herself. I believe they would move back or divorce. I do too. I still think the divorce is still there. I don't think that their relationship is made in some type of blossom, blooming, wonderful situation. I do believe that the divorce is still on the table.
Well, Mrs.
But I
Simpson
never
didn't
thought
get
I
a
would see
divorce.
her return.
I did. She's got nothing in America. No one likes her. Everything she's done's failed. She's dumb. And people are leaving left, right, and centre. Her staff are all running for the hills. So what has she got? Hang on to Harry's coattails and drag herself over to the United Kingdom and swan around doing nothing and getting big pictures which is all she really likes, having pictures in the paper. But her big drawback is that she's getting very ugly, and she's getting very old, and she's had so much recent surgery done, that her face is looking very distorted. So she's not.
I have a question for you guys. Since you put ones in there, what made you think that Meghan would go back to the UK? I've never thought she would. But what made you think that? Because she's too uppity. She doesn't like England. It's not pretty enough for her in her eyes. It's not moderate. It's, she got mad at the cottage, at the little apartment Harry had. She snubbed it. So that made me believe that she was snubbing them the whole time she was there. So you're snubbing them, talking about their way of living pretty much, and now you're going back, a reverse method.
I think she's going to be offered a lot.
Yeah, she did. I don't think so. I don't think they're giving her any money. For what? She the one
Well,
said she wanted to go fend for herself.
I think they're paying her to come back. She didn't want to go back. Maybe she didn't. Maybe she truly didn't want to go back. But the amount of money and prestige that they're offering her is just too big to be turned down. I mean, the wealth of the United Kingdom is unbelievable.
Right.
And so they could offer her anything she wanted. They offered her $200 million to stay in America, and she said no. She wanted more. And they said, well, no, well, then you have to come to England and swan around and be, work for the tabloids and pretend to work for the royal family and yada, 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 and we'll drag some kids out of some, orphanage and put some wigs on them and say that they're your kids. I don't know what they'll do. It's going to be it's a real crazy situation because
really
it's going to look so dishonest.
Debbie
And
says Montecito has 2 mortgages allegedly on it. Wow, 2 mortgages. That's some BS for you. She owes millions on as ever. They can barely get $50K for a speaking engagement. Preach on it when they can get one. Oh, no income stream coming in and visa problems. They do. I read it somewhere where his documents ain't documenting. Yep. They ain't looking good.
That's all a fairy story. They've got more money than God. When they first got set up their charities, they set up so many offline charities.
Right. If she couldn't handle it, remember? Oh, Dale, you remember Meghan sitting on the curb telling Harry that she didn't want to live anymore?
Oh, boo-hoo. That was just because she wanted to be like Diana. Diana literally didn't want to live anymore. She almost starved herself to death. But they saved her. Only to kill her in the end. And don't tell me that was an accident in Paris, because it's not.
I just can't believe it. When Demon Dictator called me yesterday and said it, I said, huh? They're going back to the UK. And my first thought was to visit. And then I said, she wouldn't be calling me if it was for a visit. I said, what? They were going back to the United Kingdom. Maybe Charles and Harry are planning a divorce where Harry will stay in the UK and send Meghan back home to the United States. You know what? Honestly, this is now that I just read what Cece said, I think that, and Debbie, I think that there is something wrong. There is something wrong. Something's going on. They're running from something.
Yeah. I think they're running from the fact that it's being released that she's a tran, like Mrs. Macron and, let's say Michael Obama. And now that it's been revealed, and people have been revealed, and they found out a lot of evidence when she was in Australia and she was peeing standing up and all that. They know that she's a tran, and it's been revealed, and I think that's the big scandal. They don't want to come out, so they're putting on this big farcical. Oh, she's going back to America. She's going back to England, and she's going to swan around and be a princess.
Yeah, here's the thing, Del. She needs this connection to stay relative.
Exactly, yeah.
This has really sparked up.
But I think you're absolutely right, Letitia. There's really, really something very, very dark.
Something's going on that we don't know about.
Yes, something is going on.
About it. Yeah.
Something quite big.
Something big. Because for her to drop, because this is what, and I know there was some planning involved, but for the most part, dropping everything and running back to the UK, you're running from something.
Yeah, well, she was supposed to have a staff of 80. What about those poor 80 people? What are they supposed to do now?
People.
all the people that were working for her to present that ridiculous show, what are they going to do now? What's going to happen to them? And all the what's going to happen to all the jam and all the other ridiculous things and all the wine,
Good
all the
question.
cheap barrel wine?
That is a good question, Dale. What's going to happen to all your products? Your
Yeah.
jam scam and your biscuits and your candle, wickless candles and stuff, and your new blackberry jam. What are you going to do with your stuff?
Oh, what about that lovely pink stuff that she put on top of the cake? Oh, that lovely creamy pink jammy creamy icing. What about that? What about the dogs? Are the dogs going? Are the dogs going too? Or are they going to have the dogs put down like the last one?
Good question.
Oh, maybe
Megan,
Charlie.
taking the dogs with you.
Yeah.
And Debbie doesn't
Oh.
believe that they're giving her $200 million. I don't either.
Oh, they weren't going to give it. They offered it to her, but she said no. I don't know why she said no. It wasn't enough. She could burn through $200 million in a year, and she would more after that. And they said no. You're not having any more. That was the deal. Was you sign the thing and you don't get any more. So thought, well, that's not very much. I need more. And if I go and live in a palace in England, I'll have much more, and I can make lots of money on the side. I bet she starts up a business. God only knows what they're going to do. It's so, when I heard that she was going back, I thought, well, I predicted that years ago.
They got some questions for you, Dale. Dale, why do you call her a trans? I don't think she's a trans. She doesn't look like a man. She doesn't have those features.
She's had so much work done on her face, we can't even recognize her as a man. You can't do anything about those giant hands, those giant feet, those man legs, the fact that she hasn't got a waist, the giant shoulders, and there's a lot of other things that some really much better educated people can discern what a trans looks like. And some trans are very, very beautiful. You can't pick them. They're stunning. Unless their penis is hanging out. I think she's had hers removed because she pees standing up, but she's only got a little stump.
Hi, Diane.
God. Pardon?
They were just named in a recording case, ladies. Who was? She is not trans. Yeah, we know that. The 80 people were paid by Netflix. Yeah,
I am not the only one who's said it. The Royal Grift said it. A Yankee Wally said it years and years ago. I said it as soon as I saw the engagement interview. I said, that's a guy. When she's leaning all over him and looking up into his face and saying gibberish at the engagement interview, and he looked like he was on drugs. I thought, that's a guy. Okay. What the hell that's a guy? And since then, she's had more and more work done, and she's tried to make herself. She looked quite beautiful and feminine for a while, but she's starting to look more mannish now. She's got no hair. Have you seen at the back of her head with all the extensions all pinned up with bobby pins? God, she looks.
Wow, stand out. Maybe she can sell them from Charles Highgrove. What if she brought her JAMA stuff and put it in Charles's collection?
Well, look what they put up with Fergie. Fergie did the most outrageous things. I think if they can get a picture of her and Andrew in bed together on a yacht, that might do it. But of course, that's all covered up. We know old Andrew was one of her first customers.
What is the everything that she's dropping? She's running around like a hamster in the cage in circles. She does feel like she's going around in circles. But I'm going back to the UK and leave all your endeavors behind that you've accomplished or tried to accomplish. It's weird.
Oh. Well, we've got Mrs. Macron swanning around with her penis on her when she goes on walks around with her bathing suit and her penis hanging out. Nobody says anything. That's Mrs. Macron, the president of France's, female wife. Michelle
No.
Obama was dancing on Ellen with her penis swinging backwards and forwards under her white slacks. People don't care. We don't care if they're boys or girls.
I agree with you. I don't believe she is. That's Dell's point of view.
It'll come out. Don't worry. No, actually, it won't. It won't come out because Wally said it 8 years ago. The Royal Grift's got a lot of evidence on it. There was a lovely black man that did a blog on it. He kept saying, that he kept it up for years, and the Royal Grift has played that, and it's there's a lot of evidence there. But look, honestly, nobody cares if she's a boy or a girl.
Okay,
if she wants to.
Just a second. This has nothing to do with nothing, but this glass, the window people came yesterday to give me an estimate on to do all my windows. I have 60 windows in this house.
60?
60. Yeah.
What are they going to do to them?
They were going to replace them.
Why?
Just upgrade, fix them,
Yeah.
New windows.
Are they going to make them like heat reflective or something special?
Mm-hmm, all that. But no tint.
Oh.
Not the tint.
That's a lot of money, honey.
I know. How much you think they was going to charge me? I'll tell you.
Oh, lots and lots and lots. 60 windows. Whoa.
$130,000.
My goodness, you could buy a new house for that.
I told him to get the hell out.
You said, get the hell out. There's the door.
He was trying to sell me on it too. You could do this. There's financing. There's this and there's that and blah, blah, blah.
I don't think so.
I want new windows. And I said, I want to remodel my entire house. I said, but I'm not giving you that. I'm not paying you no $100,000.
No. There's probably a lovely guy down the street that's got a beautiful business and he could do it for you.
Exactly. He was trying to show me all like why this was such a good deal and stuff. And then he was going to put me on a financial plan and my bill.
Are you kidding?
$2,000 a month for
God.
So stupid.
Oh, what a scammer.
It was.
They put you in debt so they can make a lot of money.
Exactly.
No, that's criminal.
It's fun.
I'm glad you showed him the way out.
Oh, he was trying with my husband. He was really, my husband had to tell him, we're not doing that right now. Nicole is good for a year. I said, if something changes, we'll call you.
Yeah. We'll get back to you. You can leave now. We'll get back to you.
Yep. Get the hell out of my house. And the presentation took an hour. I said, I don't give a damn about what the windows do, what air pressure and how it seeps in. And, I don't care.
No. Oh, you got to be so careful. Yeah, I've had.
Yeah, you
similar.
do. They just, I think it's just. He said the reason why it's so high is because I have so many windows. I said I don't care what the reason is. You're gonna have to get the hell out of here.
You have to be so careful.
Right. He said,
everybody's
at a time. I said, we're not doing nothing. Let's see. I digress. I move back. Sorry.
That prior to Archie's birth, members of the royal family made disparaging remarks regarding his potential skin color during.
No, they did not.
They did not. That's ridiculous.
I'm going to make a comment. They need money. He lost the lawsuit. Let's see what the comments are saying. Poor kids have to be traumatized with this huge move. She's running their mental health. I think it is going to be a big deal on their mental. They are totally broke, and no one was associated with them in California. I believe that. Their MC Hammer broke. Broke need money. Everybody's saying they broke.
I don't think they're broke. They got too many charities offshore that are running. They're running scams all over the place. They're making a lot of money.
Lisa said, "This is why you keep family close. This is why you don't isolate yourself and take yourself out of the good graces of family members, because you never know when you're gonna need them."
Yeah, that's true too.
I'm speechless.
I'm like that with my family.
King is in worse shape than, well, okay, do you think Harry's coming back to work as the royal eventually, since the king's health is in poor condition?
The king's not sick anymore. He's had his treatment. He's had what do you call it? Radiation therapy. He's fine.
What about Meghan having to curtsy to Catherine?
It's gonna kill her. She'll do it.
Two despicable people who will not. People, they do not like her. Money hungry. Why?
Nobody likes her. She was mean to too many people.
She was mean to a lot of people.
She was abusive. Look at the way she treated her staff. The governor, when she was in Australia, the Governor General's wife, she said to the Governor General's wife, "Do you know who the F I am?" Yeah, you're a two-bit hooker. That's what you are.
I know. Check this out. Check this out. A month ago, the country was apparently far too dangerous to bring wife and kids over. Now, all of a sudden, they moving. Make that make sense.
I wonder if she's going to be a Muslim and wear a burqa. I'd like to see that.
Either the danger disappeared overnight, or he's just popping over to collect some more Netflix material. Something's up. But remember, it was so dangerous, and they couldn't.
Oh, I know.
Everything was just so. Oh, I can't visit because my country it's the most dangerous country in the world. This is how Harry was portraying his country.
And then he goes to Zimbabwe and all those other really dangerous countries. Oh, it's all so stupid. Anyway, they'll have so many police around them and so much security. Nothing will happen to them. I'd be happy if someone would shoot her, get rid of her.
Yeah, they really don't have anything that nice to say about these two. And I was going to say something because E! News is on here lying, and that's an interpretation. That's a rumor. That's someone's opinion, but it's not factual.
During a March 2021 interview with Oprah Winfrey.
Oh, we're not going to go back to that garbage again. It killed Oprah's
This is an act
career.
of war by Harry and Meghan.
An act of war?
Boom. Blindsided. We're coming back to the UK. Mark my words. William and Kate will see this as more than war.
Yeah, this is crazy.
I do too. I think William and Catherine is not really keen on these two coming back to the United Kingdom.
Seems to be that some sort of backroom deal has been done. What are
that they're coming back with some shenanigans.
Conditions for coming back to the UK?
Aren't they? They're coming in peace. We come in peace. We're better now. I'm not that same person. I'm going to apologize. Huh.
I don't know what Catherine's going to do with the whole thing. She's so thin these days. They're padding all her clothes to make her look a bit plumper, but she's incredibly thin. Her waist is bigger than her daughter's.
Wow.
I worry. She's the one I worry about. William will be fine, and the kids will be fine. But Catherine's fragile. She's so brave, and she puts on such a brave front, but she's been through hell.
Wow. Maybe Meghan wants Harry to divorce her for that alimony and child support. Okay. So
Yeah.
she'll hang in there, because how else is she getting the money? Not by junking jams or
Yeah.
junking.
Well, if there really are children, and Harry's as thick as a brick, and she's a moron, their IQ combined probably doesn't add up to one person's IQ, and so their son is going to go to Eton. Wait till it starts leaking out how incredibly stupid and retarded he is. If there really is a child, I'm only saying if there's a real child born and bred of those two morons, and he goes to Eton, it's going to leak out how stupid he is, because it leaks out how stupid Harry was, and he couldn't pass a single exam. He didn't even try.
It's an opportunity. Let's give them an opportunity, Dale. They probably maybe they inherited from their grandmother, Diane.
You mean the murderer, the one that killed her father with 6 blows and was taken down to the police station and investigated for 11 hours. Oh, yeah, she's a beauty. Oh, he fell over his foot got caught in the dog lead, and he got hit on the head 11 times. I didn't do it. Yeah, rubbish. How come you got his house, and then you stole the rest of the house so that you could have the whole house from your brother by giving him drugs? God, she's a real charmer. I don't think she's even related.
Said, God help the UK and the Wells family. I just wonder. I wonder how that interaction is going to go. I think William is not going to be playing games with Meghan. I think he's going to put his foot down, and he's just not playing games.
It would be good if he could, if he did, but he's under a lot of pressure and there's a lot of control. The Queen she had a lot of control, but she didn't have that much.
Yeah, Dale, you got to take Dale's, yeah, okay. Yeah, Dale, conspiracy theory?
I'm a conspiracy theorist.
And see, I am not, but you are, and that's okay. Take what she says with a grain of salt.
Yeah, take what I say with a grain of salt. What would I know? I don't know anything. I just had some friends that were in the square when the night Catherine was supposedly in the accident. Diana was supposedly in the accident, and I know that all the communication went down with all the police. All the communication, all the phone lines went down. The second it happened in the tunnel, my friends were sitting around, it was outside, and they ran towards the tunnel to go in, and these men came running out saying, wearing suits, saying, oh, it's all okay, go back, nothing to see here. 2 seconds after the crash. What was that? Who were they? Where were they waiting? And that driver was not drunk. I saw him walk across the floor and bob down, tie his shoelace, get up and walk back to the bar. He was not drunk. And they even said that his autopsy said he wasn't drunk. They got rid of Diana. Diana knew they were going to do it. She kept saying, every time I go up in a helicopter, I'm frightened I'm never going to come down. And I know that Charles wants to kill me in a car crash. She wrote it down. It's in her diaries. It's printed.
Thank you, Dale, for that interpretation.
You're welcome. You're welcome, my darling.
Okay. I can tell you how this has been resolved.
So money's an issue. Popularity in the US dwindled. Every deal is dead. Americans now think they're grifters. So this is the...
Their popularity is dead in the United States. Their businesses is dead in the United States. They got court issues going on from every which way. And they may be broke. So they're maybe trying to get ahead of things. But let's listen.
The next part. Why are they coming back to the UK?
That is a massive exclusive.
Why?
Hello, welcome to the Daily Espresso. I'm JJ Nishobi, and today it's a bombshell episode. Harry and Meghan are returning to Blighty, but why? And what happens next? James Walker's here. Before we get into it, big thank you to the Pure Gold Company for sponsoring this episode. Now, to business. James, this is huge news. They're returning within days. For good.
This is mad. This is 2 weeks after they were here for a trip, right? To go and see the king. Didn't bother telling him then that they fancied coming back. He found out on Sunday, just 4 days ago, and they'll probably be here by the end of the week, JJ.
Yeah.
So, as it stands, no idea where they're living exactly, right? But they are moving here ostensibly because Archie and Lilibet are going to go to school in the UK. Now, the reason they're telling everyone in town, right? There's nothing wrong in the US, right? They told the BBC, or their friends did, supposedly, this move is not due to any problems in the US.
Sure.
JJ, that's a load of rubbish, isn't it?
Sure, you liathon. We know good and well that Meghan and Harry are struggling here in the United States. Something is going on. Otherwise, why are you going back to the UK? I would see Meghan step foot back into the UK.
And what about her birthday? Where are all her friends?
She doesn't have
That'll be
any.
She hasn't got any.
She's isolated Harry's friends. She never had any. And the few that she did have, she threw them away when she got Harry. Yeah, I mean, this girl
Hey, just as offside, did you see anything about what the lady C said about Harry having a girlfriend?
Yeah, I heard that, but I didn't believe it. So
No.
entertain it.
Well, she's been wrong about a lot of things, so I don't really trust her. But you know, who knows?
Yeah, I didn't. I don't. See, it's gotta be like this. Meghan and Harry are going back to the UK. Okay, I heard it yesterday, and they read an article, and I was shocked. But even more today, it's out there. I believe that. I don't believe the affair.
I wonder if it's really true that they are going back.
Yeah, we'll see. And it's coming quick. Not at the end of the year, but at the end of this month.
It's very hurried, isn't it?
Yeah, it's let's get the hell out of here. I think they're running from something. Business deals, something went wrong, something ain't right. I don't trust it.
Maybe Trump kicked them out.
Kicked who out?
Maybe Trump just said your visa's run out.
Oh, I heard he's having problems with it.
Yeah, get out.
And that could be it. It could be the visa situation. You got
I don't want you here. You're causing me trouble. I got a war to run. I need you gone. Get out. Oh dear. I wonder who's packing up all their furniture. I wonder what's going to happen to the poor old Montecito house. It's falling apart, apparently.
They're going to be paying mortgage on it.
Yeah. Oh, Charles will pay all that off. He won't mind. He's a billionaire. He's a trillionaire. There'll be nothing to him to pay it off. It'll all be closed up and locked up and secured, and there'll be a big fence all around it so no one can get in and look at it. Oh, gee. Jennifer Aniston.
We know from our sources that the neighbors in Montecito do not like them.
Mm-hmm.
We know that the big celebrities that
they are hot. The neighbors in Montecito don't like you. Their
Well,
own
people-
neighbors don't like them. It was a proven fact that their neighbors don't like them. That the whole Hollywood town over there called them the biggest losers last year.
Yeah, they went for coffee in Montecito once, and people hissed at them.
Oh,
with that Meghan was pals with before, Oprah Winfrey, Serena Williams, they don't hang out there anymore. She's got no real proper friends left over there. She only has a mother in terms of family over there, Doria, who I presume will be over here a lot more now.
Doria's our only ally.
The Netflix deal, it's dead. The Netflix deal is dead. It's been dead for a while. And Netflix themselves have been distancing themselves from her.
Wow.
They were doing the
Netflix thing is dead. Netflix is distancing themselves from Meghan. They don't want to have nothing to do with her. They are sick of her demanding, controlling self.
She didn't make any friends.
Then they said, no, we're not doing that anymore. The deal of, we're going to pay you X amount of $1 million a year, Meghan and Harry, to executive produce these different ideas and these different programs and documentaries. Well, they just kept coming up with tripe. So Netflix said, the deal's now changing to a first look deal, i.e. you come up with an idea, let us look at it first, and we'll decide whether we want it or not.
He's got a thick
Netflix didn't want any of their stuff.
Wow.
And actually, Netflix have been plotting for a while now. They've been doing stuff with the palace. They've got documentaries coming out with Idris Elba and Prince King Charles, I should say. Those two have been working together a lot, King Charles and Idris Elba. Netflix are looking forward to working with the palace. They have nothing more coming out with Harry and Meghan. I doubt anything Harry and Meghan can come up with is going to go to Netflix going forward. Because the only thing that Netflix have done with Harry and Meghan that was a success was when Harry and Meghan were second off the royal family. That ship is done. They have milked that cow. There's nothing left for them now.
Wow, that's a big issue. So Netflix are turning away from Meghan and Harry towards the royal family.
Yeah, and they're doing it very politically correct. And they're making it sound like, it's all smoke and mirrors of, no, look, we're still working with them. It's just a first look deal. Well, you don't get paid for looking at stuff. You only get paid for making things. So, and the palace, King Charles is making stuff with Netflix. That is happening. That is a fact. Idris Elba, one of the biggest actors in the world, and King Charles, very good friends. Their relationship and their work with King's Trust. It helps lots of young people get into education and get training and all these kind of things, it's a fantastic charity, the King's Trust. Idris Elba's been working very closely with Charles and advising him on things to do with that. Wow. And Netflix are documenting that and they're going to make a big hoo-ha out of it. So the future for Netflix is with the monarchy. Harry and Meghan, it's in journalism, you would say drop the dead donkey. Yeah.
Dude, that's a huge exclusive you've got. That's mad. I mean, it's embarrassing for them, right? They've moved out to Hollywood to have this whole new lifestyle. They're supposed to be the big dogs in town, getting these multi-million-dollar deals. They end up on the back end humiliating themselves, destroying their relationship with their family, right? Being called a pair of effing grifters by some of the biggest sort of
What do you say about the family? Hold on.
Themselves,
Yeah.
destroying their relationship with their family, right? Being called a pair of effing grifters, multi-million-dollar deals. They end up on the back end humiliating themselves, destroying their relationship with their family, right? Being called a pair of
with their families, period. Meghan doesn't have a relationship with her family, her mom's family, her dad's family. Meghan doesn't have a relationship with Harry's family, and now she's moving there. This is going to be a weird, awkward situation. It's just, it's not going to mesh. This is not going to last long.
I tell you what, it's going to be fun.
Oh, yeah.
The sort of biggest power players in Hollywood, and then being dumped unceremoniously by Netflix for the family they betrayed. It is just like, and they can say what they like. They can say, well,
they betrayed the family.
They got away with everything. Their history's horrible. And they were never held accountable for anything.
Doesn't it look weird, them going back after the betrayal, after they got over here and dogged them out? Talked about them really bad, talked about how racist and I didn't want to live anymore because I was depressed. You know, just unleashed, unloaded, undid nefarious
And lied. She lied about everything.
lies.
The
Yeah,
endless lies and the stupid interviews with those stupid people, that stupid
yeah,
woman with a great big fat face. Oh God, it was farcical. And it just kept coming and going, and that disgusting display of betrayal of Diana's memory in Paris when she flung her feet on the chair, and she was photographed in the tunnel in bare feet, standing on the footpath right where Diana died. And then she was also photographed with high heels on. I've seen the photographs, but no one will publish them because that was just too bad. That was beyond the pale, as they say.
She's a low life. Only low life people do stuff like that.
Yeah, she is a low life.
And I'm going past the bridge where Diana had her, was demised. So why are you showing that to us? Why? What was the point? What was the purpose?
Yeah, exactly.
Evil, mean, sinister.
With the bridge in the background.
Get back up. Let's remember. That's what she was saying, pointing to it. Remember this? Remember what happened over here?
Did she ever see the enormity of Diana's funeral? And what happened after that week after Diana died? Has she got any comprehension of who Diana was? She wasn't just a pretty woman. She was idolized. There were thousands and thousands of people lined up, and they were moaning and crying. Grown men were weeping. You could hear them weeping. When their coffin came out on the trolley, there was a moan, a groan of people crying when they first saw the coffin come out. And they cried all along the route, 4 hours. The route was 4 hours long, and it was done live, and all the streets along the route were paved with thousands of people. And when the flowers came, acres and acres of flowers, and the Queen wasn't even going to go down and have a look, but they said to her, "You've got to go down and look at the flowers. You've got to show some respect." And so she forced herself to go down and look at the flowers. And Harry's walking along, hanging on to Charles's hand, looking down at the flowers. He couldn't have cared less. I don't think he knew his mother was dead. Half-wit.
Because
the only one that showed any emotion was poor darling William.
Hello, Mary. Yeah, maybe taxes, the IRS. Yeah, I didn't think so, Demon Dictator. Demon Dictator said the royal family is not cash rich. King Charles III has an estimated personal net worth. That's a lot of money. 680 million. They do got a lot of money, but not a lot of cash.
That's the money we know. No, their money's tied up in property, and I don't know. They've got a lot of cash from the Middle East. They get a lot of cash from the Middle East. They've got big deals going on there. There's a lot of stuff going on that we don't know anything about.
Right.
They're all grifters.
Okay, let's get back.
Well, we just want to send the kids to school in the UK. Well, Meghan told The Cut back in 2022, I believe, or 2023, that she couldn't imagine a world in which Archie and Lilibet were educated in the UK. Yeah. So what happened there? This is a massive U-turn on Meghan's part.
So that's
rude. I couldn't ever imagine Archie and Lily getting an education in the UK. Well, what is you running from? You're running from something, and we're going to find out what it is. Is it Sophie? Dr. Sophie? Is it the mail? that lawsuit? Is it your visa?
Oh, she'll just lie her way out.
Is it your failure to succeed here in Montecito?
Nobody ever asks her any questions. Nobody says, how is your father with his one leg? Oh, has anyone ever spoken to her about anything important? She's totally protected.
Do
she can
you
just
think that they're having a hard, Meghan is starting to have this kind of a, I wouldn't say a hard time, but a wake-up call, and not even that, because she's never going to wake up, that this is a setback for her. This is not a, oh, this is great, I'm going back to the UK. This is a setback for her. This is, oh, I didn't make it in the United States with all the branding and the Netflix and all of that, because she tried everything and failed at everything. So
yeah, she did.
she's running back to the UK as a failure.
Oh, she thinks she'll be a star. She just opens her mouth and lies. She's a malignant narcissist. Her truth is the truth of the moment. The past has no relevance to her whatsoever. So whatever she's done or said in the past, it's all irrelevant. It doesn't mean anything. You must all forget about it. I am going to say what I'm going to say today. I love England. I love the school. I love everything. I love the clothes. I love the beautiful, wonderful royal galas that I'll be going to. And the past, don't talk about it. It didn't happen. Nothing happened. I didn't go to America. Don't say jam. Don't mention my jam.
Diane says, if Harry and Meghan believe being closer to the king is going to help, they are sadly wrong. And at the same time, it makes the king look more like a joker than a king. Ooh. They're not happy with you, King Charles, letting Beavis and Butthead back in.
No, they're gonna make it's gonna make Charles look bad.
I have a live today at 6 o'clock with Trevor Green. I would love all of you guys to support. Will you please come back tonight at 6? And me and Cece, she's been helping me out with this, and I'm going to be interviewing him. Okay.
Lovely.
Huh? I'm just going to do an interview about his life and his work and, you know, his inspiration and stuff like that.
Is Demon coming on?
I don't think so. Cece is going to be coming on, the other mod, Cece. Here is the link.
Yeah, I'd love to hear what Demon thinks about the whole thing.
Oh, I don't know if Demon is at home yet.
I wonder what she thinks of it all.
I do too.
Have you talked to her?
My subscribers have been shrinking. I almost had 6.6 subscribers. Now I have 6.55 subscribers. So can we please hit that subscribe button and just double check to make sure you're still subscribed? Please.
Yeah, well, you got to stop talking about maggot because people are getting.
Oh, if
people
you're gonna leave because of what I talk about, then adios, amigos. I don't care. Because it's my channel and I'm going to talk about what I want to talk about when I get ready.
Well, if you want, I'm just telling you, if you want subscribers, you're going to have to talk about what they want to talk about. And they don't want to talk about maggot.
No.
No.
I'm going to talk about what I want to talk about on my channel. This is my platform.
You can talk about the weather if you want to.
Hear something, they are more than welcome to suggest a subject or an incident or whatever, or they are more than welcome to create their own pages. But those of you that love me and like me and care and want to be a part of the Fanadoos, please hit the subscribe button. And I do talk about maggot, but not as much as, I could do a
Hey,
day.
where's Jag lately?
Who gives a damn?
I haven't heard a word. Nothing.
She was
Silent.
on Sammy's channel the other day.
And how's 82?
For ages, Demon Dictator. This is going to give us content for a long time. The whole move, why they move, because we still don't know why, but I think it has something to do with something not good.
Yeah.
I think they're running from something. I can't wait for their explanation because they're tell on themselves. They do. They tell on themselves.
They said that Harry is going to make a speech and it's going to contain a sort of a very rudimentary apology.
To who?
To all of us, to the press. I wonder if he'll do it. They say that his people are writing it now, and he's going to deliver it in the next couple of days. I don't know what it's going to say.
Whatever he says,
he's going to say what he's going to say is Meghan never said anything about racism. The press did. He's already said that, and we didn't do anything wrong. It was the press. And everything that bad happened, it was the press. And whatever we did wrong, we're sorry. If you misinterpreted what we did and said, we were trying to do a good job, and we were trying to be.
They're going to downplay it. They're going to pretend like it's not. They're not going to take responsibility. That's
no.
For sure. They're just no. Say they're going to give us a whole bunch of word salad.
Yep.
It's not going to be a misunderstanding or nothing like that. It's going to be like, we forgive you for doing this and this and this. She's going to blame the other side.
Oh no, she's just going to stand there in the background looking forlorn. She won't speak. They don't think they're going to give her a platform to speak, but he is definitely going to speak. And it's all going to be ambiguous, like you said, word salad apology.
Right.
And we're glad to be back in our home. I'm glad to be home. It's all wonderful. We're going to carry on with our work. We're going to work with the royal family and support everybody. And we're going to be marvelous. And my wife is here. And she's going to support me.
Nobody but herself. She's selfish, self-centered, and all about me. So that right there is going to pose a problem with her going back to the United Kingdom, because she's still going to be expecting things and wanting things and think that she's privileged to that since she's Harry's wife. Plotter says, I doubt she'll be welcomed by the public, but I bet anyone 10 pounds that all the royals put on a crap united front about it. I do too. I believe they put on a united front about them coming.
Oh, they will. Yeah.
I don't think they're all excited and all this stuff. Hell no. I wouldn't be. If I was William and Catherine, I'd be like, dang, they coming back. It was so peaceful.
I don't think this, beside Invictus, and I don't think Catherine and the children will be going to that. But there's nothing really big coming up where they'll, run into each other, sort of thing.
I agree with you, Debbie, that in fairness, Harry was only 13 when his mom died and was trying to deal with grief the best he could. The Daily Mail will come through come for them now. Yep. It is, CC. Them going back to the United Kingdom. Why? What's the point? What's the purpose? Why are you leaving the United States? It didn't work out. No more deals. What
I
is
think.
the reason?
Well, I think at this point in time, with all the garbage that's gone on, they've been doing more damage to the royal family being in America, so they might as well drag them home and try to make a silk purse out of a sow's ear. Because I don't think that what they were doing in America was doing. I think it was doing them more harm. They were becoming a laughing stock, and that the royal family couldn't
Yeah,
have that.
they very much are becoming a laughing stock. They are a laughing stock. For them to do a Mexit and now they're Mexiting back, unmexiting is weird. It's weird. And for her to go back, there has got to be a major, major reason. Because I never saw her going back to the UK. I would have put money on it that she was never going back to the United Kingdom.
No, I knew she'd go back.
And so
And
did
once she failed in America, I knew she'd go back.
that she would go back.
Yeah, she wants a big platform. She wants the prestige and the press coverage and the accolades, and she'll get it. She'll swan around being a princess and calling herself the Duchess, and everybody will bow and scrape, and she'll swan around and be bored, and I don't know what'll happen in the end because Mrs. Simpson, when she went off to live in Paris with whatever his name was, the dickhead husband, she just kept going, dressing up, going to parties, having interviews, being a star, staying there. She hated him, but she stayed because she just didn't have anything else. And Meghan will be the same. She'll just be rich and glamorous and beautiful and well taken care of. And
no, that's what would happen if she had stayed over there in the beginning. But now that they're going back and they're not working royals, they're not going to be making any money. So they're going to have to.
They'll be working royals. You watch them; they'll wheedle their way in.
Ooh,
they won't even have to wheedle their way in.
That right there would make me mad if he made them senior royals again and had them working as royals. Because
they'll be working royals. They won't ever be senior royals, but they'll be working royals.
They shouldn't be working at all. Harry and Meghan's return is just another chip in Charles's failing the United citizenry. Debbie, I don't understand this. Why is it Charles's fault that these two are coming back to the United Kingdom as if he has control over that?
Well, he'll always be Charles's son.
Right. He doesn't have control over if Harry decides to move back home or not.
I think the one person that's going to be happy is going to be Harry. When he's in England, he's happy. He's never happy.
A lot of people don't like Maggot Diane. I don't like her. I'm the number one person.
Oh, she's terribly. Yeah. She's not very popular. But if she glams it up and smiles enough, she'll be popular. She'll build up a coterie of, as long as she doesn't start big noting herself and telling people off and getting a bad reputation again, she'll be all right. But I don't know whether she can control herself. She loves to boss people around and shit on people, so if she does that.
Well, that's her MO. I mean, you're talking about Meghan, right?
Yeah. Well, what needs to happen is let her do what she likes, but make sure that the people that she works with don't sign NDAs so that it can be leaked out that she's a vicious, nasty piece of work. And the tabloids will pick it all up and publicize it, and then that'll dampen her popularity. But if she can keep a lid on her behavior, she could possibly build up a relatively popular persona, but I don't know whether she's got. I don't know. I don't think she's capable of it. She started bossing people around, from day one, and not only bossing them, she was rude and abusive and cruel, and that's hard to control. She can't control it, so she's got to put her foot in it.
Okay, this doesn't make sense to me, Debbie. If the royal family puts on a united front for H&M, then that will seal the deal on the UK Republicans ousting the monarchy. What? Can you explain that, Dale?
Yeah, well, they want to hold the monarchy together. It's fracturing and it's fragmenting. Once Andrew was put in the doghouse, it really did enormous damage to the monarchy. And the big one of the few things they can bring back is a royal son of a king, and that is Harry. No matter what else he is the royal king's
right.
And that is they're trying to shore up the royal family because they cannot do anything with Andrew anymore. And so and Catherine's been so damaged and she hasn't recovered yet. And so they've only got the children to watch. And and a lot of the older part of the royal family are all dying. So they're really trying to pull it together and keep the monarchy because it's worth billions of dollars to the economy of the United Kingdom. And so they've got to do something. And this is the one thing they can do. One of the things they can do. He's a royal prince. And so it becomes, but I don't think I think they'll just push her into the background. I don't think they're going to bump her up at all because she's got such a bad history.
Yeah.
But she can sit there and look good and be photographed. And that's about all they won't give her a platform to speak. If I hear her speak, I give up. Because Catherine barely speaks that now at all. And I don't think Meghan's got anything to say.
Okay.
And I don't think they should drag that disgusting old hag of a mother over there because I don't think she's even related to Meghan. According to the royal grift, it's that sort of scam too. I mean, they had to drag a mother up from somewhere. So they dragged this woe-begotten. It's all fake. She's proved all the photographs, the family photographs of Doria with the baby and being married and all of that. They're all photoshopped and badly done. And all the shots that the old guy had of him with the little girl, supposedly Meghan, they're all photoshopped too. And so they don't think they're even related to the other two. So the whole thing's been very, very well orchestrated. But I think it's falling apart and they're just discarding it now. And I think once Meghan goes back to the United Kingdom, there'll be no more mention of them because even Dan, whatever his name is, he doesn't talk to them anymore.
So
it's all changing.
Do you think when they go back to the UK, they're gonna fade?
Fade?
Like fade away? Like
no, absolutely not. They won't. No.
Meghan.
They will be built up and paraded and at every opportunity they can get, and she'll be there looking like $1 million, and they will, because the tabloids will just go crazy. It's money, and it's holding the royal family, holding the monarchy together, and that's all they've got.
Hello, Highly Sensitive. Highly Sensitive says, well, the newspaper want to report anything on them after what Harry has put them through. That is true. I do see that happening. But when I first started my page, before, like when Meghan was in the UK, and I would just look up every now and then and see how she was doing. But then when the Mexit started coming, and that's when I started my channel. I said, oh,
Yeah.
leaving. This is crazy.
Yeah.
And ever since she's been in the United States, she's been a menace. She's been a menace. She tried to build an image of I'm really nice. I'm a kind, gentle, loving, awesome, all around wholesome girl.
Well, I
But
don't think the English
not
people
what
will
we
fall
see.
for that.
Yeah.
No, they just want you to swan around and act royal and do charity work and do what Edward's wife does. Sophie want her to be a sort of a B grade Sophie. Sophie works very hard.
Why is
And
that?
Princess Anne said she's not going to change, you know. Princess
Okay.
Anne doesn't hold back. She said she's not going to change anymore. She's going to be the person she always was.
Yeah, and always is. Plotter,
Mm.
Debbie says Plotter. I get the sense there is still a hold out hope William would be different. See, this is tripping me out because how do you turn away your son even though your son has betrayed you? He's still your blood, so you can't just kick him out. And so for the UK to be upset with King Charles because they have accepted Harry back into the house is weird to me because at the end of the day, that's still his father. And let's Plotter like what you're saying here. And at the end of the day, William is still his brother. So if William decides to forgive Harry and move on, why would people be upset with him?
With William?
Yeah.
I don't think he'll need to be upset with him. He'll put on a good performance.
Well, they said William would be
Elegant, and you know.
welcome Harry to that will be a betrayal. Why would it be a betrayal?
Yeah, there'll be no animosity. There'll be no dagger looks. There'll be no nothing. These people are performance people. They've been trained from birth how to perform, and they never put a foot wrong. There won't be a grimace or a bad. I mean, the most we ever saw of nastiness was Catherine wouldn't look at Meghan when they were looking at the flowers for the funeral, and Catherine was really stomping around in her own power, and Meghan was crawling around like a dipstick. And that was the only time I ever saw any sort of performance outside of royal performance. But there will never be any more of that. It'll all be civil and wonderful and elegant, and
Again,
this is their job. She's going to be told what her job is, and she's going to be told in no uncertain terms. Shut your mouth.
Oh yeah,
Don't be abusive. Don't abuse staff.
Around again, being mean, being disrespectful, being her regular MO person. Plotter says the monarchy is a time bomb, on my opinion. And see, that's interesting.
It could be a time bomb, yeah.
Now,
there could be explosive.
To going to the UK disrupting it. I don't feel like they're going to the UK to be a family.
Yeah, I do.
Says she disagrees. I don't believe they bring them back will save the royal family. I don't either. His people feel betrayed now with all the Muslim stuff. Bring Harry back will break them. See, yes, I don't think he should ever, ever, ever be a senior royal ever again. That would be a big fat no-no.
No, let her become a Muslim and wear a burqa. Then we don't have to look at her. Big black burqa. I'm sure that Charles will be very pleased with that, seeing he's almost a Muslim himself.
Okay, Debbie says, UK Republicans want to get rid of the monarchy. That's sad. Charles is the only royal who is appearing soft on Harry. Somebody see that's his son.
They've been wanting to get rid of the monarchy for 200 years. It's not going to happen.
I don't think he's being soft with Harry. I think he put his foot down with Harry. He said, "You're not getting security. I'm not going to be paying your bills, and you and Meghan are on your own."
No, that's not how it works. That's not how it works.
They're in the United States and they're on, well, not completely, but they're going back to the UK.
I wonder if they go backwards and forwards.
Yeah, that could be true. Charles has a lot of issues with the citizenry anyway from other actions. Yes, I know. Everybody's not in love with King Charles, but to deny him of his son is weird to me because he's flesh and blood. And for anyone to be upset or get mad at me because I'm embracing my child, regardless of what he's done to me, is weird.
Yeah. Well, I don't think anybody's going to criticize Charles.
No matter how you slice it, the king betrayed his oath. What do you mean, Plotter? How did he betray his oath? What oath? Dale, help me out. What oath did he break?
Whose oath? Charles's? Harry's? Whose?
It says, no matter how you slice it, the king betrayed his oath.
He has.
He is on borrowed time. And what, because of Harry?
No, he betrayed his oath. He's supposed to be the defender of the faith, which is based on English tradition, and I'm not big on religion, but he betrayed it because he says now all faiths, and all faiths mean Muslim, and Charles has been very pro-Muslim since he was a very young man. Long before he got married, he was engaged in Muslim.
Debbie, this
and he has look. He has the call to prayer going through the Queen's palace. So, and he lets. London is just in dire straits. They're praying in the streets and God knows what. There's no comeback on it. So I think that could be the oath that the people are talking about.
Okay, so we can say that some of the people are, the Republican side of the people are not happy and want the monarchy abolished. Got it. Because he's not upholding his oath or whatever. And
what do you okay, you got to get rid of the monarchy. Exactly what are you going to replace it with?
Right. And
those pedophile politicians.
Why would people get mad at Charles for welcoming his son and any other royal family member for welcoming Harry back into the family? I'm confused. I will always stay confused about that because it's not a choice. It just is. Like,
it is. Yeah.
Kara is my daughter. If she does something to me that is, or like if I was the head of the country and she did something to disparage me or whatever, that's me having to deal with that situation. It's the personal situation. But if people are going to get mad at me or distrust me because I am opening the door for my daughter, that's weird to me.
No,
I
don't think he'll have much comeback. I don't think many people will criticize him over it. There may be a small alternative press that go against the whole thing, but it'll be very low key. I don't think he's going to have any problems. I think for the most part, people think it's a good thing.
Two over 2023. That she couldn't imagine a world in which
say if it was good or bad. But here's the thing: that's his son. If he wants to come home, he can. And it's nobody
Absolutely.
else's business. It's nobody else's concern.
No.
And people can't get mad because he's coming home and his
No.
father is okay with it. I would think it would be weird and odd if he says, hell no, Harry, you can't come back over here, which is weird because it's a free country. He can go where he wants to. But to deny him interest, not interest, entry, to deny him entry back into the family is weird. Hold on.
Archie and Lilibet were educated in the UK.
Yeah.
So what happened there? This is a massive U-turn on Meghan's part.
So this is the next part, James. Why? Why are they coming back to the UK?
Well, they've run out of money, right?
They're running out of money. Their general living costs just for security in the US is estimated to be around 5 million quid a year. Now, Harry's not bringing in 5 million quid a year. And at the moment, neither's Meghan.
Not bringing a fiver.
They not bringing in 5 quids a year.
No, yeah. So that's not being met.
Everybody thinks.
Never mind all the organic stuff they're going to be buying in their special. Is there a store bigger than Whole Foods that is more expensive for the hoi polloi?
It'll probably be like something like a Giddy Grocer. We have some sort of shop called like that, right? Like Giddy Grocer.
Yeah, where the butter's specially churned by leprechauns. It costs 50,000 for a tub
Where
or something.
Where are you buying your butter? Is it off a dealer?
But yeah, their lifestyle does not. What does my mum say? Champagne lifestyle with lemonade money.
Right,
you know?
it's very good.
That's it. Their lifestyle doesn't match how much they're bringing in.
Ooh.
So money's an issue. Popularity in the US dwindled, not only amongst the Hollywood A-list, but amongst the general public. We had Paula Froelich on the show a few weeks ago. She was telling us how, they think Americans now think they're grifters. They've blurred the line between celebrity and royalty. You can be one, you can't be both. And royalty is higher than celebrity, but they have downgraded celebrity.
Royalty is higher than celebrity. Meghan, I don't know why she doesn't know that, but she stepped down when she came to the United States. And I don't know what her plans are when she gets back to the UK, because what are you going to do, Missy?
See, I'm confused as to why they're coming back, because Harry spent millions of quid fighting in court to get armed protection in the UK for his family. When they were here, 2-3 weeks ago, Meghan was not seen in public because of the security issues. She flew straight from Portugal, where she'd been hanging out with Fergie, by the way. She flew straight from Portugal and got in a car and went to see Princess Diana's grave and Princess Diana's family, and then jumped back in the car and was gone again. So what has changed? Has Ravek said, okay, we're going to give you the full protection. You're going to have armed protection. Your kids going to have armed protection. I believe they're going to be living near and around the Cotswolds neighborhood.
So it's come up this morning. It's literally just happened now, JJ. It's breaking news. Harry and Meghan are going to be moving to the Cotswolds and Northampton area, apparently. This is going to be so they can settle closer to the Spencer family estate, Althorpe. And they're rumoured to sort of want to settle around there. So basically that Archie and Lilibet can see.
Blotter, what do you mean is the causes? I'm confused. It's not about the reasons for going to the UK. It's about what it causes. Hello, Lizzie Mack. They're not going to be working royals. They don't even have security yet. Yep. Meghan will be in public with tomatoes. Uh-oh. Oh, they're coming back in September. All the reasons for going back is not going to stop the trouble they both will bring and do. That's it right there. The trouble, and both of them will bring trouble. It's going to be trouble. It's going to be rumors. It's going to be, they said this, they done this, Meghan wants this, Meghan wants that, and a big fat no. Right. Exactly. But family is not standing in the way, Debbie. How is Harry messing up the monarchy? How is that? It's not like he's done something illegal. Harry has just outed his family and was rude and nasty and despicable and a traitor. But other than that, he's still a family member, even if it is secondary. What is he supposed to do? Tell his son, don't come back to the UK because of what you did to me in the Oprah show and Netflix show? No. His father doesn't care about any of that stuff. He just wants to see his son. And he knows his son ain't all the way there. But the fact of the matter is that he is family. And anything other than denouncing him would be weird. What is he going to say? Son, the monarchy comes first and you're second. Therefore, I cannot accept you. No. Doesn't make sense. I do too. I think he's going to divorce Meghan. Yep, his last olive branch before passing to keep family in the royal lineup. I think there's a problem. Harry said he would never come back. Now he's coming back with his tail between his legs. He sure is. Him and his wife.
The family a bit more. The sort of family that still like Harry and Meghan, to be clear. Yeah, this is crazy. It seems to be, JJ, that some sort of dodgy backroom deal has been done on the security protection deal, right? What were their conditions for coming back to the UK? That they have full round-the-clock security and protection.
Yeah.
Harry said he would never feel safe coming back to the UK. They said they didn't want to educate their kids in the UK. Well, what has changed? Their life in Hollywood is in tatters, right? And clearly some sort of deal has been done behind closed doors, which we don't know about yet. And it's all been stitched up, right? This is what.
How is he a danger? How is he a danger? When you say danger, I think of someone that is going to do something so nefarious that you can't even think about fixing. Now, if King Charles was to make Harry a senior royal again, a royal that was working, I would have a problem with that. But that is not the case. They're not even staying on the property where King Charles at the palace. They're staying outside of London or close to London. So, hold on. Dale?
Robert Hardman, a royal biographer, had to say on BBC Radio this morning. He said that security issues have been resolved, but how we don't know. JJ, I think the nub of the story is, I can tell you how this has been resolved. There's been a backroom deal. They're going to get state-sponsored security, and guess who's going to be picking up the bill? Me and you. And everyone else.
Not me, mate. I'm going to be claiming back my taxes.
You're a tax dodger, yeah.
That is crazy. But you know what? The other timing is perfect for them. I think King Charles, I do like King Charles. I think he's a good monarch, but he is soft. He is soft. And this is the perfect time for Harry and Meghan to come back. Do you remember not long ago, his old guard disappeared? Sir Clive Alderton. Oh yeah, he'd been his personal aide for like a couple of decades. And Bernie Flannery, remember him? He was the one of the longest serving butlers. They both stepped down in the past year. So Charles doesn't have the same long-standing advisors around him. The people he trusted the most. He has Camilla, of course, and he has his sister, Princess Royal. But the people who really, the two stalwarts who would be advising him, they're gone. This is Harry and Meghan's opportunity to get back into royal life. And, that they're going to be living in the Cotswolds for how long? I think maybe for the next year and a half, 2 years before they get moved into a royal property.
Well, they might even move sooner, right? Because, there's this new legislation we talked about on Tuesday, right? They're making it easier for people to set up traveller camps. So I think, really, the financial situation being what it is, I have heard from sources that they bought.
See, this is interesting because you guys are saying bringing him back or he's coming back. Harry is doing this on his own. His father just found out on the 16th that Harry and his wife have decided to come back to the UK. What is he supposed to say and do about his son? He's a grown man. Harry can go wherever he wants to, and he's choosing to come back to the UK. Even though he's a traitor, even though he's coming with issues and problems, he still has the right to be in the UK and live there. And he also has a right to have a father that forgives him and loves him regardless of his actions. And if people are having a hard time with that, I'm having a hard time with them having a hard time with it, because I use my daughter as an example. Think about your own kids. What would you do if your son was Prince Harry and he said he's coming back to the UK? I'm coming back to live in the state or country you're living in. What are you going to tell him? Get the hell out? Oh, really? Their kids are already enrolled in school. And there are ways Charles could allow them back and yet draw a firm line. Yes, he should. The line firm is you're not going to be senior royals anymore. You don't have any control over here. You're not running anything. And you can live a quiet life over there in London, period. You're not going to be on balconies. You're not going to be walking the streets and shaking hands. We'll see you at dinner. He does need to keep them hidden in a sense. He doesn't need to bring them out and start letting them do royal things. Okay? Yet draw a firm line as to their place. I agree. Removal from the royal website. I agree. They need to take their Sussex titles and kids out of the line of succession. That's where he's failing at. Okay? That's where I think there's I agree with you 100% on that, Debbie. That sounds more logical than saying, oh, if he comes, everybody's going to be hating on Charles. Like he has control over it. Layla Tisha, the Queen Mother, never had anything to do again with her son after he abdicated. He never betrayed his family by speaking so badly of the family, calling them racist. I don't know what you're talking about, Diane, when you say Queen Mother never had anything to do again with her son after he abdicated. Are you talking about the Wallace Simpson situation? And that's her choice. Just like it's King Charles' choice to accept the fact that his son is coming home. Now, he could say, oh, you could come here, but don't bother me because I'm done with you. He could definitely cut him off completely, but he's not. He wants to see the kids. He wants a relationship with his son, and I don't see anything wrong with that. And yes, the racist comment was horrible. Everything he did was horrible. We know, you guys, we talk about that all the time over here. The monarchy have denounced before. Wow. But yes, they will welcome him back. But there should be some rules. Like Debbie said, there should be some stuff, some firm, okay, this is what's going to happen. No balcony, no robes, no carriages, no nothing. You guys, if you're going to go, like say, for instance, if they invite them to the Christmas dinner, is everybody going to get upset about that? And why would they? This is how it's supposed to be, Lady Letitia. It's the price he pays to be a king, to denounce his son. I don't think I would want to be a king like that, or a queen, where I have to give up my family for the crown. Yeah, Harry's in some trouble. He's running. He's running from charity fraud, money laundering, failure, and Harry's visa, and who knows what else. There's a lot going on, Michelle Lee. He's being sued by Sophie, Dr. Sophie, and he's going to have to pay this court costs. Remember when Meghan said one plane crash away? Ooh. Charles and Catherine's medical records were broken into. They staged a fake car chase. Oh, yeah. I was there. We talked about all of that. The biggest thing is he called the family racist. Like, what the heck? No, shame on Harry. I get the outrage. I get the we don't like Harry. I get it. I get it 100%, 100%. But it's different when you're talking about something that belongs to you. And that's going to be different for Charles. Charles has a tough decision. But I don't think Charles is like, come on, son, come on in. I can't see that. I would be like, stay in the United States. Harry expressed a desire to bomb his father at the time, who was the heir to the throne, with a drone when Charles visited him at Army training camp. We know Harry's an idiot. Harry's an idiot. Harry's an idiot. Yeah, but did he do it? No. Is his father alive? Yes. Is Harry still an idiot? Yes. Are we going to hold this against him? We can, but what is that going to change? It's not going to change the fact that he still is coming to the UK. Harry, in his book, had a drone and could have taken his father. That would have been some right there. That would have been some crazy stuff. Perhaps Harry wants to spend time with his dad as he is aging and dying, Lisa. He has cancer. He does. Maybe he wants to, or maybe they're coming back for their own selfish reasons. But regardless of whatever reason they're coming back, you can't expect a father to turn his back on his son, especially if he doesn't want to. Charles forgave his son. So who are we to tell him they aren't worthy of forgiveness? I know how we feel about Harry. Oh, Earl, what do you think about the gruesome twosome going back to the UK? Funny how you guys trash Meghan for not taking her father back. Has she? Has she? Has Meghan reached out to her father the 3 times? The one time he had a stroke and the 2 heart attacks and the amputee leg. Has she reached out to her father? You're not making sense, Earl. No one's trashing Charles for taking his son back. But we do have a problem with Meghan. She running over there to the UK. Why she ain't trying to see about what's going on with her father? Oops, I know why. Because her father can't take care of her the way the UK can. So she's got to go where the money is. I think so, CC. Right. Yeah, I still believe Meghan's a toad for treating her father the way she treats her father. It's vice versa. Treat people the way you want to be treated. Harry is an UK citizen. If he were a regular person, he would be arrested when he stepped foot on English soil, been done to others. Why would he go to jail? What the hell did he do? I don't remember him unaliving someone or running a red light or doing something nefarious. Abby, you mean to tell me that if he was a regular citizen and was to come home, they would arrest him? That's weird. That's a weird situation. Yeah, I don't think we're talking about Queen Elizabeth. Now, Meghan, as a U.S. citizen, could be denied entry. There you go. A number of Americans have been banned. Okay. That would be something. That would be a story. Debbie. Michelle, Harry went away. King Charles didn't throw him away. That's right. King Charles granted, no, but if his son comes home and he tells his son to get the hell out of UK, that's throwing him away. That's an example of throwing him away, of saying, you're not welcome here. I don't want anything to do with you. You're no longer my son. I'm denouncing you. You've abdicated, so I don't want shit to do with you. I can't believe it, because we all have to think about putting ourselves in Charles' shoes. What would you do if it was your child? I know what the hell I would do. Besides the fact that I'm pissed off and upset and disappointed in his behavior, unless he did something like crazy, like unalive someone, that would be the only reason why I'd be like, okay, listen, I love you, but you took a life. You know what I'm saying? But Harry just came over here and showed his tailbone, him and Meghan. Okay, King Charles granted Harry's request to visit and take demonic Meghan and Meghan Markle and the two children along. Yes, he did. He agreed to meet with them, and I believe to see his grandkids. That's one of the reasons. Listen, Charles is happy that he's coming back. You think he wants to see Harry and his grandkids? That's right, Lizzie. I believe that. I believe that. People hate Meghan like we hate Trump. It's all the same, I guess. It is Lisa. And I don't think they're liking Harry too much either. Mm-hmm. They're going to get hounded by the British media and complain about it. Yep, that's right. That's right, Mac. They know this, so don't cry when it happens. Oh, we're going to talk about it. What if Harry did threaten Charles? That's different. That's different. If my child was to threaten to kill me and planned it and all, I think I would be more afraid than anything. I would think that there would be something really, truly wrong with Harry mentally, and he would need to get some help. But that's not what we're dealing with, highly sensitive, unfortunately. What a triumphant return. Free to do what they want. I don't think so. Brought the third home. First of all, they're broken, poor Earl. They're running around not knowing what the hell they want to do. They want to come back to the UK, which is a weird situation, and put the kids in school over there. I don't know what's going on. I don't know why they're running. Their kids will know, which is good. I do like the fact I'm okay with them going back to the UK. I don't really think I don't have to live with them. But what I'm saying is that I think it's good for the kids. I really do. So the kids can know their heritage, get to know where they come from, and all of that. I do believe that it'll be some adjustments, though. I live in the UK. It's on the news daily. What if he said it to himself that he wanted to kill unalive his father? I just don't know why Harry would want to harm his dad. I'm having a hard time with that. Okay. Words can get one arrested. Ooh, in the United Kingdom. Now, and Harry has spewed plenty of new treasonous words of threats. Ooh. An Irish comedian, not Northern Ireland, got arrested for a joke he told in the US. Wow. It's tough over there in the UK. Harry, watch out. They might be at you when you get to the airport. Exactly, Mac. Exactly. I don't agree with it. What don't you agree with? But at the end of the day, their son is a prince and their daughter is a princess. That's right. It's not known that they're purchased one home. They live in a home. I heard that they're going to keep the one here and then they're going to get another home out close to London. That's what I read earlier. What if he said what to himself? That he wanted to hurt his father? Oh, Harry still has ill feelings towards Charles because of the way he treated his mother. I could see that. I could see the messed upness with that, Mac. And I'm sure Charles knows exactly how Harry feels. He said it in the book how he felt about Camilla. He was really rude and nasty to her. He was nasty to everyone. He was nasty to the country. He was nasty to Charles, to Queen Elizabeth, Queen Elizabeth's husband. Yeah. Yep, Harry's got some mental capacities. If he would harm himself, if he would say that. Hopefully he's getting the help he needs. But I don't know what that has to do with his relationship with his father. Oh, good for them. Good for them. Maybe that's why they broke, because they got all these houses and stuff. Yeah, that's where they're going to be staying in at the Cotswolds, where Beyonce and Jay-Z are going to buy a place there. Oh, they're going to be neighbors. Harry wrote in Spare about unaliving his father. I'm looking this up because this is weird to me. Prince Harry 2023 memoir Spare does not contain a direct account of him killing his father, King Charles III. The book is a candid, often controversial account of his life, including his childhood, the death of his mother, Diane, his time in the British Army, his relationship with his brother, and his marriage to Meghan. He referenced in Spare, Harry does reference moments of tension and conflict with his father, including a period when he failed to provide the help he needed during his struggles with mental health. In one incident, Harry recalls that after being referred to a doctor without success, he spoke openly with Charles at Highgrove. Charles then offered a heartfelt apology, saying, "I suppose it's my fault. I should have gotten you the help you needed." Yeah, he should have. Harry acknowledges the apology, but said it wasn't his fault, and he appreciated the gesture. There is no factual claim in Spare that Harry wanted to unalive his father. Okay, so. Yeah, not in there, Debbie. Who is going to teach the kids about their heritage? I don't know. They're going to learn from, hopefully, Harry. Hopefully, they get to spend time with their cousins and their aunties and their nieces and, not niece and nephew, but get to spend some time with the family to get to know where they come from. It's a big deal. They're part UK. They're part prince and princess. Now they can go over there and figure out what that word really means instead of being over here in the United States playing around with the name. Meghan, who doesn't know anything about the royal family, and Harry taught her all she knows. They can have all the stuff and things in the world what it's worth when they have no character and no integrity. Comment of the moment goes to Michelle E. They don't.
A Volkswagen camper van and a plot of land.
They couldn't even buy British. They bought German. God.
Disgraceful.
Well, let's be fair. They are German.
It was the mountain battens, in it?
Yeah.
Don't look into that too much, lads. You'll disappear.
Okay, real talk for just a second. Think about what you're actually going to leave behind one day. Not your Netflix password, not the cologne you bought on sale, and
You've got a child, JJ, and some terrible impersonations. You've got a child. It takes a long time, right, to get them sort of set into a school, right?
Yeah.
To be accepted by the school, they've got to be in the catchment area a lot of the time. Or, probably not for private schools. Let's be honest. I don't know how it works. That neither of us do, frankly. But
you've got to pay. You've got to pay. School, you've got to pay. But you've got to be approved. And normally you'd go and have a look around that school. So I'm presuming when they were here last time, they probably went and had a look around and said, this is perfect.
So really, this has been in play for weeks. And this is the real reason they're moving, right? It's been in play for weeks. Clearly, something's gone really wrong in the US. Things are not working out for them. Some sort of deal has been done this side, and it's been done weeks ahead of time, right? And maybe that's why they've come and sin the king, is to sort of finalize this deal. Because it was 2-3 weeks ago, and that's all the notice they really need. Ravik need about.
And Meghan Markle a return to royal duties, which would see us mugs, the British taxpayer, forced to pay for their security costs. Prime Minister Andy Burnham saying today that the couple's security arrangements are a private matter.
And Harry moving back to the UK from California, is the government going to establish their security and pay for it?
Well, this is a private matter. It's a matter for Harry and for Meghan, and we wish them well in the move that they're making.
No, we don't. No, we don't. No, we don't. And by the way, it's not a private matter if we are paying for it. The complete reversal of Megxit after just 6.5 years saw Harry emerge victorious in Washington, D.C. overnight as Americans celebrate what is being described as Donald Trump's best deportation ever.
Yeah. Trump was right. Trump rules out deporting Prince Harry. He's got enough problems with his wife. And now they're fleeing home. Tails tucked between their legs, humiliated.
Having said that the royal family were racist and gone on Oprah and scooped up all the plaudits while they could, now, with their tail between their legs, they plan on coming back to the UK to use the only leverage they have left, which is that Harry used to be a royal.
But what's interesting is even the leftists don't get this.
What? What is going on here? After all that consternation, all that stuff y'all put us through, the Oprah interview, all that, oh my God, tell us the baby going to be behind the ears in the royal family.
All the
Prince Harry and his
Oprah
wife Meghan and their children are moving back to Britain.
And there is increasing skepticism that Meghan.
The Oprah crap-a-doodle, the Netflix, the Spotify, the Spare Book, all that crap-a-doodle for them to go back. They look like the fools. They look embarrassing that they have to tuck their tails and go back to the UK because something happens. Something is happening that is forcing them to go back because I didn't ever see Meghan going back to the UK and she doesn't want to share her kids with anyone. And now she's about to do that in a sense. You're going back to the UK? Huh?
Meghan actually doesn't have any plans to live here permanently as Harry deludes himself about whether she'll be welcomed with open arms by Brits.
I think this is Harry moving back to Britain. And I think that Meghan might be coming back to Britain for a while. And then I think that Harry might be staying here. And I think that Meghan might be going back to California.
He has said to me, and he says that people are always asking him about Meghan. Where is she? You know, how's your wife? He thinks that the public actually will probably welcome her.
We'll reveal the truth the mainstream media won't about the real desperation behind this move and why Prince William now needs to stand firm.
They have to try to bring him inside the 10. Otherwise, it's out of control. And
but that's exactly what he wants.
Exactly. You know, William
is going to be in a dilemma, and William is going to have to take charge of this.
I've been reporting for quite some time that Charles is very, very keen to welcome Harry back to the United Kingdom. But what Harry has very skillfully done is he's exploited Charles's love for him, and Charles does love Harry. He adores Harry, the darling boy. You know, he's exploited it, and he's driven a wedge between the king and the heir.
Okay, so I'm going to reveal the real story in my digest next, and then some much needed sanity today from a superb superstar panel. Lauren the Insider has a big exclusive to reveal about what the king really knew about all this. She's here alongside social media sensations Leilani Dowding and Elizabeth Fox. Also coming up on the show today, BBC Newsnight shamefully calls Restore Britain far right and racist live on air as it ignores a new government booklet.
I think they're going to get it in school too, Earl.
Just not to rape our children. Oh my God. And GB News in crisis over a presenter brawl regarding foreign doctors in the UK as another star host is signed off sick. Then in the Royal Uncancelled After Show on Substack, Lady Colin Campbell gives her unflinching verdict on today's news. Lauren and Leilani and Elizabeth have also nominated for today's Union Jackass. You can vote for the worst Britain in the world on the YouTube live chat. But I mean, come on, it had to be one of these guys, didn't it, today? Elizabeth has gone for Meghan Markle. She says their return to the UK means we'll be subjected to endless Harry and Meghan coverage when, frankly, Britain has far more important things to focus on. Lauren has nominated Prince Harry for being the worst royal.
You know, his father is still here. He didn't hurt him. He didn't bomb him with some kind of drone. He's fine. So are you saying that, just because of that situation, King Charles needs to run? No, that doesn't move me. He's still his son. He is still the son. Period. Whatever he said he did back in the day, whatever obstacle, whatever situation that happened with that situation didn't go down. So we can say if, coulda, shoulda, woulda, maybe if that had happened. But it didn't.
In the world. And Leilani Dowding has nominated Narinder Kaur not actually for her support of Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, but for using Munjaro. Okay, get your votes coming in. Keep your super chats coming in. I will read out the best at the end of the show today. But now, let's go. That swine, that traitor Prince Harry emerged victorious overnight in Washington, D.C. His goofy grin not covering up an alarmingly bald hairline, those the words he used about his brother Prince William, as he celebrated pulling one over his father King Charles, a weak monarch battling terminal cancer who has now allowed the real cancer that risks destroying our royal family back into the United Kingdom. And trust me, as the man who broke the news of Megxit in the first place 6.5 years ago, this is just the start of a horror return. Harry will not rest until he is back performing royal duties, and we, the British taxpayers, are foolishly going to end up paying.
I don't agree with you. I don't agree with them being royals again. I think I would be upset with King Charles if that was the case.
For his security. His father and a desperately pathetic leftist Labour government, so out of touch with how Brits really feel about this, have let it happen with a long-term project called Operation Thor. But Harry is lying. Meghan is lying. We must not forget they hate us. And I'm not exaggerating. They hate us for voting for Brexit, which they think makes us racist. They hate us for loving Prince William and Princess Catherine, the biggest victims in all of this. And it was never meant to be this way. Meghan Markle once told that weird little guy, Omid Scobie, that she would never step foot in Britain again.
I remember.
And we all remember the famous Freedom Flight.
Yep.
It's 6 a.m. on the 14th of March.
Now you headed back.
And we are on the Freedom Flight. We are leaving Canada and we are headed to Los Angeles. Grandma.
The doodle.
Prudence here with a pot in her mouth.
Why'd you say hi? You're about to go on money.
So busy with the current situation, thanks to another amazing friend who we've never met.
You are an idiot, Harry. First of all, you let your wife... Anyway.
But who believes in us and wants to help.
Today, People magazine, the Daily Telegraph, and the Sun newspaper are assuring us that lovely Harry, just wants to be close to his beloved relatives.
All right, guys, we're about to
But
shut
I
it
won't just let
down.
the MSM rewrite history about this vile guy and about how vile he has been in regards to the family he claims to now care about. So do you remember when King Charles and Catherine, the Princess of Wales, had just had those terrible cancer diagnoses? And he went on America.
I'm going to save the rest of this tomorrow. It's like an hour long, and we've had enough. Let me save it. All right. Guys, we're going to be talking about this for a while. This is the new subject matter. Meghan and Harry are going home. And thank you guys for your input, your information, and what you thought about it. And I respect your comments. I respect each and every one of your thoughts. Highly sensitive, Debbie, Diane, everyone's opinion about how they feel about the situation, especially those that live in the United Kingdom. Well, I don't believe history has been eliminated. Moving on. Harry put himself, the royals in the UK, at risk. That's true. With his Taliban's statement. He sure did. He did a lot. He did a lot of things. See you tomorrow, Dale. Legally Chick with the Crown. They will be free to do what they like as long as they do not attempt to step into anything that appears to be promote a royal engagement. Good for them. All right, guys, we're out of here. I'm going to play my song on the way out. Any more comments? Keep them coming. Leave comments. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Share my stream, guys. Let's try to get me at least 50 new subscribers. Can we set a goal? All you got to do is share it. Hit the share button. Okay, what's wrong with this? Hold on. And yeah, I would love to know more of your thoughts. Please put them comments in the chat, in the comments section. Let me know more about what you think and what's on your mind. And what do you think is going to happen? What are they running from? And what are they running to?
Yeah. Let's grab it.
Come on, I don't know, yeah. Come on, lady, like the Jennifer do. All of that channel got a royalty news. She classy, never nasty, as she keep it refined. Covering the tea and the royalty combined. She'll listen to the story, every side, every view. No jumping to conclusions, that's what lady do. Not a fan of Meghan Markle, that's the royal decree. Go on and recognize, subscribe and do. Yeah. Lady lots of shots, step into the room. Crown on her head and the tea goes boom. Got a kettle on, I got the receipts on deck. Fan of dudes in the chat like what happened next. She don't need drama, she don't need a fight. She'll hear both sides and get the story right. Classy in the daytime, classy at night. Even when the comment section started looking like a fight. She said, hold it all and let's hear them all. Before somebody reputation takes a fall. Royalty served with a biscuit or two. Lady Lati, she got to panel do crew. Come on, Lady Lati, she no panel do crew. All of that channel got the royalty news. She classy, never nasty, yeah, she keep it refined. Covering the tea and the royalty combined. She listen to the story, every side, every view. No jumping to conclusions, that's what lady do. Not a fan of Meghan Markle, that's the royal decree. God's every king, now subscribe to me. Tea in the cup, tea all over the screen. Lady got opinions, but she keeps them pristine. Somebody said, lady, you gotta pick a side. She said, darling, I'm listening, let's take that ride. One side said this, other side said that. Hey, lady takes notes while she adjusts her hand. All fan to do laughing, girl, you better go. She says, I get the facts before I steal the show. Yeah, royal family drama, yeah, bring it on through. But don't spill the tea on the royal show. She'll cover the palace, the crown, and the crown's tea. And probably explain it while sipping green. Come on, lady, that she shut up and no lose. I got a channel, got a royalty news. She classy, never nasty, yeah, she keeps it real fine. Covering the tea and the royalty combined. Yeah, the story, every side, every view. No coming to conclusions, that's what lady do. Not a fan of Meghan Markle, that's a royalty
input.
Guys, every king, now subscriber do to me. Fan of dudes assemble, everybody get ready. Lady Lati, she's commentary steady. She got the tea kettle doing overtime. Somebody pass the biscuits, it's commentary time. No need for a sword, no need for a crown. She'll politely turn the royal gossip upside down. If the palace gets messy, she'll be right on the case. With a cup in her hand and a smile on her face. She says, darling, let's not get carried away. We'll hear everybody before we call it a day. Classy, never nasty, that's the motto she knew. Lady Lati, and a fan of do crew. Come on, Lady Lati, and a fan of do low. Pull out that channel, got a royalty news. Classy, never nasty, yeah, she keeps it refined. Covering the tea and the royalty combined. She'll listen to the story, every side, every view. No jumping to conclusion, that's what royal lady do. Not a fan of Meghan Markle, that's a royal decree. God say the king, now subscribe or do to me. Subscribe to do. Don't shy, step through. Fan of do squad, what it do, what it do. Grab your little teacup, put your pinky up. Our royalty so high, it's about to touch the sky. Lady says, be classy, everybody says too. Somebody spilled the tea, somebody blame the crew. Kettle started rattling, the biscuits flew. And Lady Lati, she said, I didn't do it, did you? Come join Lady Lati, she no fan of those who. All of that channel got the royalty news. She classy, never.
She doesn't
get like she gives you real fine. Covering the tea and the royalty combined. She'll listen to the story, every side, every view. Jumping to conclusions, that's what lady do. Not a fan of Meghan Markle, that's a royal decree. God save the king, now subscribe or do the mid. Subscribe or do. Subscribe or do. Lady Lati shop. And the fan of do crew. What?
Thank you, guys. Look, they have problems here. They have plot problems. Everywhere she goes, she's going to keep up dust. So you best believe when she comes back to the UK, she's going to be wreaking havoc. She's going to be wreaking havoc. Please, we're going to be writing on her every day. She sure will. All right, guys. Have a Love you. Come back at 6, okay? Come back at 6, and I'm interviewing. I am interviewing Trevor Green, the star, the ones that does all the animated stuff for the T sector. Okay, so come back later and join me at 6 o'clock. Let me see if I can. Here, this is what I want to do. I'm going to put the link in the chat before I go. Okay. And now I'm going to put it in the link. Here is Trevor Green's link. Okay. I mean, this is my link to the interview at 6 o'clock today with Trevor Green. 7 o'clock his time, 6 o'clock my time. Goodbye, everyone. I got to go get a little bit in an hour. Yeah, I know. I can't believe it. What else did I need to say to you guys before I hang up? Oh, yeah. I think. Okay, bye. I have nothing else. Mwah. Have a good one. I was going to do Krishan and them, but it's so late. Hey, let me at least show you the baby. Let me show you the baby. Now, she's fussing at Blueface. They had the baby. Let me tell you the story. So after the baby shower, Krishan showed up at the baby shower, okay? And it was really odd to see her there because shame on you, Blueface. And then after that, Krishan got into a fight with someone and Blueface was there and watched it. The next day, Nefea was on our way to the hospital to have the baby. And he met her at the hospital, but before he got there, he dropped Krishan off at the airport. And so she had the cutest little boy. Hold on, pull it up. Oh, this isn't it. Hold on. I want you to see the baby. He is so cute. His name is Jonathan. Jonathan. Hold on one sec. Okay, here we go. Okay, here it is right here. Here's the baby. Nevaeh did. Okay, hold on. Here. Oh, look at Ziggy Lee with the jewels. Put some Xanadu's in the chat for my treat. Thank you so much, Ziggy Lee. I really appreciate that. Thank you, sweetheart. Give it up for Ziggy Lee and my jewels. Ooh. Okay, here's the baby. You see the baby? Isn't the baby just adorable? Okay. The baby is so cute. I just want to hold him. I want to hold him. Okay, here we go.
And revealed the baby's face. So Blueface was streaming, child, since they been home. That's a whole nother video. But he was ending the stream and he was trying to get the people to sub up to stay on. He's like, I'll call Krishan. Child, why he called Krishan and Nevaeh bust through the door? First she bust through the door and told him stop disrespecting.
Oh, she threw water
Then she
on
bust
him.
through the door and wet him. Child, she left out. He called Krishan again. And that's when it all went
God,
down.
did you see her throw the water on
Well,
him?
check it out.
Oh, there it is.
Don't be with her, really. So I'm not about to keep playing with you. I'm not playing. I swear to God on everything, on my granddaddy, on my babies. I'm not about to keep playing with you. I swear I'm not. You gonna keep disrespecting me?
I'm not.
No, you gonna keep disrespecting me?
No.
You gonna keep? No, I'm for real. You gonna keep disrespecting me?
No.
That's all I really want to know.
No, I'm not gonna keep.
Cause I swear to God on everything, I'm gonna give him a. They want.
Child, please. Blueface know you ain't gonna do nothing.
That's no. That I swear to God on everything, bro.
I want you.
Stop playing with me.
Stop playing with you? Girl, please. The games have just begun. He about to be round there playing with you and them kids. Mind you, he was trying to breastfeed the baby again. Raised his shirt up and everything.
You're disrespectful as.
All right, sorry. My phone's down. Why is you still water on you?
God, I'm tired of you.
All right.
Nevaeh, you getting too bold too quick. She was already trying to pop it earlier.
with the
But girl,
baby.
you throwing water. Next thing you know, she gonna be trying to throw hands. And you know what he gonna do? He gonna knock your ass down to the ground. Baby, between that wash and dry, you gonna find yourself.
Okay. I'm not gonna touch my phone.
He talking about he ain't gonna touch the phone. But Krishan's still on the phone.
I'm gonna give you what you want. That's all I gotta say. You keep playing with me. You keep playing with me. And I'm being so cool about everything.
All right, child. Last chance, man. It's getting crazy in here. Shout out to Super Mama for the party.
It's time to go. Chat, I'm still on the phone with him. Hello?
Listen to this.
Chat. He got me on
So Nevaeh kept popping it, and he had turned the music back up and started cleaning the water up. You could tell he don't care what she talking about, and you could tell she thinks since she didn't had that baby, she can pop it a whole lot more than what she used to be able to pop it. But girl, he gonna be them popped you like Superior say. You wanna get popped? You wanna get popped? Cause that's what's coming next. But anywho, when she walked away, you know what he did? He got back on the phone again. So the music is blasted and he trying to get that sub go. And girl, for the third time, she walk up in there and she said something to him. I don't know what she said because he had that music loud. But baby, she was so mad. I think she forgot she had the baby in her arms and that she was supposed to be hiding the baby face. Because baby, he had his debut. She's sitting there looking like a wild one. She's sitting there looking like a
They're
at his debut.
Baby, go upstairs, Nevaeh. You have accepted this man for who he is, unfortunately. And yes, he is on the phone with Krishan. When you were going in labor, he was dropping her off at the airport. Okay, look at the baby. And the baby's so cute. It's just adorable. It looks like him. She didn't mean to show the baby's face.
She's sitting there looking like a wild woman. Girl, it's just a matter of time before she either back in the shelter or back on them Zans. Cause girl, he gonna take you through there. I see it all over her face. Child, she about to lose it. He playing with a wild card right here. She signed up for this though. I don't know what she thought it was gonna give, but baby, whatever you thought, you shouldn't have thought that. Cause this is a game to him. He loving this.
It's a game.
Shout out to you for the last 50 gifted chat. I would love to keep going. You guys are actually getting me in trouble.
Yeah, right. You getting in trouble. I don't know why he gassing her up.
But I banged it on the hood that if you guys didn't get that time, I would be ending. I wish you guys would take me more serious sometimes.
Not take him more serious. Baby, you was a joke. And then, of course, the connection was lost. Be back soon. I'll tell you, know what else connection is lost? The connection between him and Nevaeh. But anywho, let's check out what Krishan had to say because she was on the phone and she was live.
Chat, I'm still on the phone with him. Hello? Chat. He got me up.
Now she got the baby in her hand.
I'm going to sleep, chat. I had enough drama. I'm done trolling people. It's not good luck.
Watch out for the baby.
She done showed her baby. Congratulations.
Baby.
All right, Chad, look, I'm gonna be honest. It just be funny.
She over there having her a good laugh.
Look at this. I mean, it's weird. This is his, I don't know. Krishan, and that's Nevaeh. She just had her baby. She just got home yesterday or this morning, literally. Just getting home with little baby Jonathan. And he on the phone talking to her, Krishan. Why, Blueface? Why can't you be faithful?
She getting a real thrill out of this. I think it's because she liked the fact that he's making a fool out of somebody else and not just her. But y'all, she tell us in her own words why she liked the fact that Nevaeh is going through what she's going through. Let's take a listen.
Chad, I'll be honest, Chad. It's your fault, Chad. It's your fault because y'all kept making it seem like I'm reading the chat. Y'all like, oh yeah, big. People be big woofing, big bluffing, big clipping, bro. I'm telling you, how many times I gotta keep showing y'all? Y'all be trying. That's what y'all want. Y'all want somebody to pull up. Y'all want a show. Look, check this out. I got a show September 19th. I need to focus on my fight. To be honest, I get it. It's entertaining for me too. It's actually funny. I love humbling people for real. But at the end of the day,
it's crazy. So that's it. And I will see you guys tonight at 6. Thank you, Lake Erie, for my jewels. Let's put some Fanadoos in the chat for Lake Erie. Thank you, Lake Erie. Oh, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, guys. Share the stream. Get me out there. Let's pump up my numbers. I want at least 7,000. Can we get to 7,000? Feels like pulling teeth trying to get to 7,000. Thank you, guys, and have a wonderful day. Thank you, Lake Erie, for my jewels. Mwah. Big fat kiss to you.